Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Lady Borgia Live. I apologize. I am 1 minute behind schedule today, but you know what? Sometimes things happen. So, and I have a hair in my mouth, so that's fantastic. Let me. I'm sorry. I was filming videos for you guys, and I have 3 that are ready to go into editing and coming at you guys. So you've got lots coming. I didn't like not having videos as much. I mean, I know I had the problem with corruption for some of mine, and then that threw me off. So I am back and rolling. I get to make videos again, and it is fantastic. I have, hey, Wonder Music, fantastic, you are here. I still don't know. All right, the picture is better. For some reason, in the middle of the day, the picture is great. I do not understand what this thing is. This is just kind of ridiculous that and we should be back broadcasting live. It should be okay now. Sorry about that. I hit a button and let's see. Okay, and here we go. I'm back. I'm back. The girl is back. Yeah, thank you so much, Angel. It looks even clearer though on my side, but I'm glad that it looks. There we go. Thank you. Big hugs for everybody. It's just so perfect. It's even more perfect. I don't know. I think it's my obsessiveness. I have the OBS software downloaded. It's just taking the time to go through and learn how to use it. And yeah, it's Hangouts. I know it's ridiculous. Wonder Music. I mean, we're fighting against Hangouts. Yeah, it's the stream. Well, the funny thing is the Hangouts, you can go into it and have like a decent Hangouts call, but once Hangouts connects to YouTube, even with the connection that I have now, sometimes I tested it during the day and it was like pristine. It was almost like it was in the same room. Hey, Jody Turner, welcome. What is up? What are you up to, Jody Turner? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to have you. What are you doing this evening, darling? I've got all kinds of things to talk about, but I would like to hear about all of you, and that would be fantastic. I'd like to chat with you guys a lot today. I almost went to put my headphones on and realized I don't have a guest on. That's on the other show. There's nothing for me to hear. But I did just finish filming 2 more videos. I already had 1 done. I uploaded one, what was that, yesterday or the day before. So that is 4 that I filmed this week. Your girl is back and up and rolling. So I did not get to tweet this out right beforehand. Wonder Music, it's all because of the Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter. Yeah, I think it's something. Yeah, the picture, it's clear, but it's still, during the day when I tested it, it's YouTube can't handle it. It wants, I guess they're trying to keep up with everybody else doing live streams, but hey, YouTube, come on, speed it up now. I have a gigabit connection, right? This one right here, I've got 2 choices, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. And I'm on the 2.4 connection, and you know, what the heck? So yes, please hit the likes. We've got 4 people now. I will quickly tweet it out, and I've got some announcements to make and fun stuff. I literally slid into this by the seat of my pants. This lovely eyeshadow. I just finished doing first impressions and review of, let me grab it. It is absolutely stunning. The packaging Hey, Frank, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, your lady just finished doing a review, actually a first impressions on the Kat Von D 10-year anniversary edition. I can't even believe that it's been 10 years since I first saw her on Miami Ink. So let me put this back away so I don't kill it. But, oh, Lord. Okay, there we go. Hey, this one's relaxed, so I can do some more silly things. Wonder Music, if you're from the Southern Hemisphere, you should hit the thumbs down because it is up there. Well, you know what? That's like a lot of pagan religions. It depends which holidays you celebrate, whether it's the Northern or Southern Hemisphere, because, and of course, there goes my eye. Of course, there it is. Wouldn't be anything without the eye watering, and it would not be anything without my buddy Razor, who I have just seen showed up. Thank you, Razor, that you liked my latest video. I have filmed 3 more. I am back rolling on the videos again. In fact, part of what you're seeing is the look on my face now. Yay, my buddies, my friends are rolling in. I am so excited to see you guys. I was screaming into this because I did an eyebrow video. Miss Kathy requested it, and several other people requested working with pomades, which actually in America they're called pomades, but I always wondered, why do I say pomade? Well, I first learned the word in French. So my mother's family is French, and I realized, wait a second, it's pomade in French, it's pomade in English. So certain words I say funny because I learned Italian and English at the same time, and then on my mother's side, my grandfather spoke French and English. So a little bit of a twist with different languages in there. Oh, Razor, congrats on your new music video, bro. It looks fantastic, from Frank. I have got to check it out. That is the one thing. I haven't had as much time lately, and I was trying to catch up the other day. I was watching everybody's videos because I have such a good time watching everyone's videos. I got to watch a couple of yours, Frank, the street series. I love those. I know I was making comments and whatnot, and if the boat was 2 seconds more, then it would be lined up with this and that. I know, I get into it. So I didn't get to catch up and watch your whole series yet, but I will because I actually really do love it. Hey, Akira, wait a second. There's always one, and I can do it. Akira Midasuju? Akira Midasuju. Did I get it right? Greetings. Hello. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, baby. Good to have you. I'm just happy that I made it in here. Like I said, I did brows, the first in a series of brows, because you guys didn't know, that's hair too. So you could do them like 4 million different ways. So I did the first in a series of that. I did the Kat Von D first impressions, and look, this was a ton of fun. Never worked with it, did everything right on camera. So if you see it, it's pretty. That's one of the reasons I want YouTube to get their butt in gear with this live streaming. I'm going to be doing some live classes where I can have guests on and help them, live tutorials. But with the quality sucking, it's a little bit difficult. I may have to move it over to Twitch or Instagram. And Wonder Music, in Russian, it is Pomodoro. Yeah. Pomade, almost. Oh, I almost got it. Akira Mirosuji. Akira Mirosuji. I don't know. Sounds Japanese. I grew up with a lot of Japanese friends. So, is it Japanese, Akira? Mirosuji. Oh, okay. I got it right the second time. I didn't even see that. Akira Mirosuji. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Is it Japanese? One of my best friends when I was a kid was, her name was Shino. So, Taguchi. Shino, the Taguchis were very good friends. So, hey, the Taguchis, if you ever see me out here, how are you? I love you guys. Pomidor. Pomidor. Ah, yes. Okay. Yes, you're Japanese. Yes, I am very familiar. Sorry I had to run to the store. Be back in 7 minutes and 13 seconds. That is damn exact, sir. I'm going to put the timer on just because I'm a smart ass. And I want to see. Let's see if I can do this right. The other day when I put the timer on, hey, Nicole Anik. Hey, girl. What's up? What's up? What's up with you? All right, we're putting the timer on. Oh, my irises were not detected. Well, damn, I got denied. Let's see if my irises are underneath here. Oh, they are. Cool, and I'll take a picture of myself. Sorry, guys, the hair only went so far tonight because it's hot. It's ridiculously hot, and guess what? It's also, hold on, wait, I had to set the timer. Just because, like I said, I'm ridiculous like that. Stopwatch. Oh, no, not that. Timer, not stopwatch. 7 minutes and 13 seconds. All right, start. Let's see if that really is true. Less of a G, more of midosuji with a J sound like G's. Not G as in Gary, but G. Yes, I get it. Okay, awesome, Akira. Very cool. So, Razor, we're going to see if he's back in 6 minutes and 51 seconds. Yeah, you can tell I've been doing a lot today. Little bit crazy. Let's see if it helps if I turn the lighting up or not. I don't know. We had to play with it a bit. But, okay. I have my chloroseptic. I have my phone. I've got various things to tell you about this evening. All right, we're going to see if that makes a difference. It's catching up 8 seconds later. Hey, it is Halos and Heathens. Hey, Neil, what is up? I got to watch my mouth. You guys got to go and check out Halos and Heathens podcast. Well, live podcast from this past Saturday. Don't read the chat. That wasn't me in there. No, I'm just kidding. It is an adult show, so there is adult humor, and I think Matt and I were misbehaving a bit in a good way, but it was a lot of fun. So definitely check them out. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. You don't get to have the fun of playing around in there, but it's so fun. Wait, more of a mix-up with Jeep and sheep. Not okay. It's okay, Akira. You're 13. Don't worry about it. Just have fun. This show is family friendly. Halos and Heathens, no, you can't go over there and watch that yet. Eventually, I will have an adult show as well, but this is not it. So you are safe, Akira. There is nothing on here that you can't hear. Both of my shows, Mondays and Wednesdays, this and You Stories, are family-friendly shows. So you all good. Your stream looks good and image sound quality looks great on your end. Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm not going to touch it then. If it looks great, then yes. Okay. Your best friends call you L, Akira. Okay. May I call you L, darling? I mean, I call people all kinds of. I haven't seen. You know who I haven't seen in a while is Diva, which is Jaded Diva. I went to a Cinco de Mayo party online, and I got to remember to step back by there. But like I said, I am catching up with everybody's videos. Akira, I have not, or L, I haven't seen you. I was over, like I said, watching Halos and Havens. Was it Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks? And they had a wonderful guest on Saturday, so I got to catch that. And, oh, I said my best friends call me EML. Okay, because it just came through as L. Yeah, it says my best friends call me L. So unfortunately, Akira, the typing did not come through, and it is the Good Cell Live. Hello, darling. Hello, hello, hello. All right, hey, the family show! Yay, Heather, what is up? Great to see you. You send me a print screen later. Oh yes, Wonder Music, please do, because you know what I did? I checked it out, and on the playback, it looked great. But when I did it during the day, actually, even when I checked the screen, it looked even better. But okay, as long as everybody else can see it. I don't know why it's looking funny to me right now, but I still think YouTube should improve it. But I have the technician out. He installed the special box outside. I have a magic box now outside my house. I was so busy. I wanted to ask him, like, what's in there, and I should have, but I didn't. So I just say I've got a magic box outside my house that supposedly makes things better. I don't know. Anyway, let me get to it. I have to look for the name because Ding Dong over here, I was, like I said, I was filming 2 videos, and I was like, oh, no problem. I'll film that, and then I'll film that, and then I'll go live, and then it's been hot, then cooler, hot, then cooler. So I figured get the filming in while it's a little bit cooler, and then you can edit while it's hot out. Creso! What is up with you? I like your flowers. I'm singing to everyone. I am in a good mood. I had a lot of fun. I'm still looking at the little mirror I have behind my camera at my eyes because I have to say, I don't want to give it away, but what the hell? Kat Von D did a pretty damn good job with that palette. So, family show, I know you might be interested, but yeah, that's what I just finished filming, and Kathy needs to get her rear end around because I told her I would film the brow series, and I started. So, the very first in the brow series is dedicated to Miss Kathy. Oh, that's right. Before I look this up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Big announcement. Big announcement. Oh, I didn't even know that. Look at that. If you put that over, I just learned something else. What did I say? I always learn something during the live stream. I just learned if the cursor is hovering over an emoji, it tells you what the hell it is. And it's blindly, honestly. Frank needs a magic box with pretty girls inside. I wonder if there's good looking men in my magic box. I did not go outside and check that out. But you know what? Maybe it does because the magic box gives me better internet. So I guess the magic box does have good looking men inside. I don't know. If mine has pretty girls, I'll send it to you, Frank, and you get a magic box and send me the one with the men. All right. What's your time? Hold on, Razor. Hold on. Oh, I went off that screen. Crap. 3:41. Razor made it. It was 3 minutes, 41 seconds. You still had time. Wait, why is it not going to that? All right, wait. What the hell is going on with my phone? It just froze. My phone never freezes. Well, it's because it's live, right? Of course. Oh, nope. Now the timer went off. Okay. You made it, Razor. You made it. That's the point. Biting his tongue. Finally, Anna, I don't think they made a box big enough for you. Shut the hell up. Of course they do. Too crazy, girl. All right. Razor made it. Unfortunately, of course, my phone froze because I timed his 7 minutes and 31 seconds, and you had a couple minutes left, and then suddenly I went to look at it. My phone never freezes. But once again, anytime you do live, that's what happens. But thumbs up, Razor made it. Oh, we could do a Lady Borgia Hall of Fame too. And Razor, you were the first to the Lady Borgia Hall of Fame. We didn't have one before. But guess what? We have a Stories Hall of Fame, and we have 3 members for cool stuff. And I will list that out. But this is probably the coolest thing that we've ever done is, well, that's not true. We've done lots of cool things. But this is definitely cool. Razor, I induct your ass into the Lady Borgia Live Hall of Fame for getting to the store in under the time that we timed you in on a live series. Because how often does that freaking happen? So I think it's very cool. John Lehman, how are you, my darling? Yeah, we're doing crazy stuff like timing people. And Razor made it to the store and back under 7 minutes and 13 seconds. I would have had the exact time he made it in, but of course, that was the moment my big old fancy Note 8 decided to freeze the first time ever. Whatever. Anyway, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Okay, so if anybody has a box with pretty girls in it, we need to know, because a magic box, because Frank needs one. I would like one filled with men. What would everybody else like in their magic box? See, the things that you can say on a family-friendly show that are still family-friendly. Bugs Bunny did it a lot, guys. Bugs did it. And now that Neil has seen me on his show, Neil knows that there is a wicked sense of humor in his head. It just does not come out all the time. Oh, which, you know what? I want to bring that up. I want to bring that up. Wait, I didn't know how long it would take you to read my comment, so I had to wait for a couple seconds. What does it say? You gotta be kidding me. Wait, what are we kidding about, Neil? I don't know. Which things? I said a lot of things since you probably heard and typed it, so you gotta tell which thing you're kidding. But I don't know. Hold on, I just had a big announcement. I'm laughing so hard at everything. I've had multiple big announcements. I like staying single, Angel says, baby. You know what? There's a lot to be said for being single because you get to do whatever the hell you want. And there is a big bonus to having your independence. Woohoo! Halos and Heathens, she's doing it on purpose. No, actually, Neil, I didn't initially do it on purpose, but now that I realize that I can, I'm going to. I have a habit of saying things and not realizing the innuendos, and my whole family laughs like hell about it. And when I originally said I have a magic box, I did not think of it that way. But now that I have, and I realize what I can do and still stay within the limits, it's kind of like Bugs Bunny. So your girl, your lady is now going to use that to her advantage as much as possible. Let's see what the things I can do and say. No, I'm kidding, but I am going to do it some. Okay, we got to do it. Here is my girl, best friend in the thread. Let me type it in, and then I will go to the announcements. Look, I'm already tearing up and crying. I'm laughing so hard, and we've been on for 24 minutes, including the time I hit the wrong button and it went off the air for like a couple seconds. Okay, so hold on. Let me type it. Best friend. I'm going to do it. I don't know if she can hear me because she's often at work, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's become part of the show. Okay, I'm doing it. And that could be an innuendo too. I'm obviously not doing it. And then I have something to say about being single. Okay, I'm doing it. Best friend, I see you. Okay, did it. Hey, best friend. All right, we talked about magic boxes already. Magic boxes filled with girls, magic boxes filled with men. And like I was saying, there are definite huge points that keep me single because I happen to be very independent. And I don't know why, but there's a lot of men nowadays that don't take well to that. Oh, best friend, you love this show. Fantastic. I love you. I love having you here. Now, maybe the guys can tell me about this. We've got Frank here. We've got Neil here. What the hell is with men that can't handle women that do their own thing? I mean, I'm chill. I'm down for it. If I'm going to date you and you're going to be my boyfriend or husband or whatnot, it's going to be serious. You better be best friend material. And I've met guys who say, you know, anybody that I've been in a serious relationship with, I can do it behind closed doors. It's safe that way, says Frank. Technically, I am behind closed doors. But with a big old camera in my face. So I'll have to do this. Insecure man if he can't handle that. That's what I say, Neil, because that is just annoying as all get out. Women need, yes, exactly, Wonder Music. Women needs to submit. And I've actually seen there's like a group of guys on here. I'm not going to say who it is, but I have seen people doing YouTube videos about assertive women and independent, why they stay single. By choice? What? Do they really think that we don't have a choice? There's shit. I'm sorry, I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing. There's a heck ton of men out there. Hey, reviewing, playing, and more RPM. Welcome, welcome. You can join in. We have a ton of things to talk about, but right now we are talking about men and why so many men cannot handle a woman that is independent, and they don't know. This is the weirdest thing to me. They don't know how to be friends with a woman. Okay, I'm going to roll back to this. Yeah, like Angel said, I don't like the men who push for marriage so quick. Neither do I. It freaks the hell out of me. And they say, well, it's women pushing for marriage. Not your girl here. I love marriage. I think marriage is great. Finally, honestly said, yeah, my husband didn't realize how independent I was until we moved in together. He realized it real quick. That's right. And my magic box, Neil, damn right. You got to be able to deal with that. Not many can handle that. Just saying. Anyway, oh, Neil is having fun playing with this, and Neil has discovered my evil mind. It is starting to understand how to get me to do it. But that's something else I want to talk about too. But let's talk about men first. Like, yes, exactly. Take some time, get to know each other. Tell me, whoa. Hey, we are family friendly, but we're like Bugs Bunny here. Bugs Bunny had some humor that kind of went over, but it stayed within those magical limits. And everybody loved Bugs Bunny. But if you sat down as an adult, you could actually enjoy Bugs because Bugs had some humor that kind of pushed the limits. And your girl pushes the limits a little bit, but we keep it within range. You get what I'm saying. And if you don't, that's okay because it's family friendly. Yes, Wonder Music says, yes, talk about us. Let's do that. Let's talk about men. Oh, wait. I can handle any box that comes my way. Oh, well, can you, sir? All right. I've got to have, Frank is going to have something sent his way. I am loving this show. Lady Borgia Live is evolving. We are constantly evolving. And if you notice, I am wiping the tears out from under my eyes, and those are not tears, sadness. Ooh, Alan! Alan, you're here, Alan! Holy moly, Alan, I've seen is here. You have to understand, guys. Woohoo! Where's my horn, damn it? Excuse me. All right, damn it is acceptable. I mean, come on, guys. All right, no horn. I know Wonder Music does not like the damn horn. I have Angel. She has a feeling, Frank, that you can handle any magic box that comes your way. You go, Frank. That is baby approval. I love it. Best friend who said, where am I? Well, we are in the land of Lady Borgia Live, and we are still in the realm. We have not jumped over the line yet, but what the hell? It is Alan, and I have to explain something, and I know I keep saying, I'll get to this, I'll get to this, I'll get to this, but you guys know I will always come back around. Alan always comes by my live streams after the fact, like clockwork. He is religious. Huge shout out to Alan. Seriously. Every single live stream, you know, he isn't able to make it, but he always comes and comments. Always. So I am so excited to see Alan that he actually got to come. So applause for Alan Oxentine. I love you, dear. Thank you so much. I'm really excited that you actually get to come and participate. This is the first time that we have the new throwing the lines around a bit. But you know what? It's true. On Lady Borgia Live, we always do things the way we want to do. So God knows. I mean, one day we were talking about, I remember it was cold out. all the weird things that happen to New York tourists and things that happen in New York that you don't know about. And it did end up talking about confetti being frozen to urine in the streets after New Year's Eve. So you never know what might happen on here. That is the fun part. I love that. Okay. So, oh, Frank is looking forward to his mail now. Oh, yes. This is going to be good. Okay. So, all the men in here, we're going to talk about this for a minute. I'm going to take my chloroseptic, and I apologize for doing this on screen. I despise it, but I have not gotten the tonsil thing. I have to get the new doctor. And then when I do get it, I can't do my lives for a little bit, which would be sad because I like them and I have fun talking to you guys. All right, so hold on, chloroseptic. I know it's really weird, but if I don't tip my head back, this stuff lands on my tongue. And then, I mean, who wants a numb cherry tongue? I don't. It is not what I want on my tongue. We're not going to discuss what goes on people's tongues because that is not part of this show. God, you think I had something to drink tonight, and that's the funniest thing. I have not. Oh my God, I'm going to blame it. It's Kat Von D. It's that damn palette. She did it. Halos and Heathens. Neil is sending Frank a box. Oh, oh, Frank. You're getting a box from Lady Borgia and Neil. Frank is a lucky man. Like Angel said, she thinks Frank can handle any box that he receives. Neil wants the numb cherry tongue. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to pass on the numb cherry tongue. I'll pick a different flavor. Blindly honest, I can't say that word, but thank you. Oh, yeah, John Lehman, I'll tell you, it chokes me out too, but I have severe tonsil problems. That's why you hear my voice crack and whatnot. It has to do with my autoimmune diseases. And I live by this stuff. That's one of the things I was doing why I was a minute late. I was getting my Mondo hydro flask of water, which, by the way, Halos and Heathens were awesome enough. No, I did not get this from them, but they were awesome enough to know about Hydro Flask, which is the best water bottles ever on the face of the freaking earth. Little bit on the expensive side when it comes to a water bottle, but honestly, you're not going to buy another one. So, like this giant thing, people also put 6 beers in these, and they stay cold. Mine has water. If I drink 6 beers, I would never come out of the bathroom. Oh, Halos and Heathens, thanks, bro. In pairs is best. Oh, I can't wait for my adult show. But this is good. This is good. We're walking the line a bit like, but I said, it's like Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny did it, and he was cute. He was a bunny. Just think of me like Bugs. Are you sure you're not drinking Jack out of my cup? No, I'm quite sure. I'm not the biggest fan of Jack. I'm more of a vodka girl. I'm trying to think. The last time I had alcohol was September. Oh, wow. I've got to fix that. Ooh, that's not fair. Like me, I start drinking and swear my bladder. Yes. Oh, especially beer. Let me tell you, I do love a good beer. I mean, please don't give me Coors Light or something like that. It's just, because it's kind of like somebody already drank it anyway. But, you know, I love a great beer. There's so many out there that are fantastic. But if I were, like, people really do. They're growlers. This is, you know, fits. It's 64 ounces. It fits 6 beers. And people actually do that. And if I drink 6, I just might as well sit in the bathroom. And, you know, obviously I'm not going to do a live stream from there. How have I not drank since September? Well, you know what? I don't drink anymore, but I was a fan of vodka. Angel, this is just so weird. That's exactly, yeah, vodka. Angel and I are so much alike, it's not funny. It's just like, I swear to God, she's like, my sister from another mother. There's so much in common. Yeah, I love vodka. The last thing I had was a pomegranate martini, and I am dying for some kind of like vodka cucumber drink that's like really refreshing. I was a bartender at one point. Angel, I don't know what you do with box in the US, but we use it for packaging. Well, there's all kinds of magic boxes. Blindly honest, I'm lucky to go out a week. I don't know how the hell I'd survive 10 months or longer. Wait a second. Is that been how long? Wait, start October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Wow, I haven't had a drink in 8 months. Holy crap. I need one. No, really, this is me sober. Just hyper and in a funny mood. Yeah, I was out at the marina. There's this great restaurant that's right on the marina, 10 minutes from my house, and you can sit, you can have drinks. The seafood there is incredible. So I was hanging out with one of my girls. We were drinking drinks, and hey, RPM. So what is everybody's favorite drink? But anyway, so because of my medication, because of my RA and everything else like that, I don't drink very often. I did buy a bottle of Van Gogh espresso vodka. Was it last summer or the summer before? And I had that in the house for a while. I would have like a finger or two of it in a glass on the rocks, and I would sit there and sip it. It's delicious. I mean, it's not that I don't drink. It's just I don't drink that often. Best friend Leaky. Oh, Fireball. Blindly honestly is a Fireball girl. That stuff is good too. I haven't done a shot. Good Lord. Oh, you know, this is the funny thing. I do like a good drink. I always have. When I used to go out all the time and I used to go dancing all the time, you know, I'm drinking and whatnot and partying and dancing. I didn't realize because, you know, I get a little buzzed and this, that, and I'd be happy. And I'm a very happy, you give me alcohol, I get very happy and funny. In fact, my own mother says it's the funniest thing ever if you give me alcohol. She laughs all day. My mother intentionally got me drunk on a flight once. That, yeah, in fact, I'll tell the story. And I'm an adult, so if there's anybody younger in the room, this is for people who are of age in whatever country you are in. No, my mother and I were on a flight. Wait, Fireball gives me the worst heartburn. Oh, John, I'm sorry. Alan, I'm an oddball. I've never had any alcohol. Actually, I know a lot of people, Alan, who have never had any alcohol. And I rarely have it now. But so anyway, the story goes, my mother and I were on a flight to San Francisco. And we were in first class because I was flying with her, and she had bought the tickets. I was definitely over 21, but I don't think by a tremendous amount. And yeah, that's not a bad thing at all, Alan. That's good for you, you know. Although a glass of red wine per day can also be good for you too. So, you know, either way, alcohol, if you drink it responsibly, is great. Alcohol, if you don't drink it, you know, either way. So we're on this flight to San Francisco to see my dad's best friend. In fact, I need to call him. Ted, if you're out there, I have not forgotten you. I love you dearly, and I owe you a phone call. My dad's best friend from like ever. So we're going out to meet him, and we're sitting there. We had, you know, the individual little television sets in first class, and I'm watching it, and they said, do you want something to drink? So I had a glass of white wine. And yeah, and Blindly Honest is right. Alan says, I had a sheltered life, stay under it. Yeah, dude, don't smoke, don't drink. If you haven't done it yet, don't do it now. I mean, and definitely don't smoke. You know, that's one thing that I wish I never started. I have not smoked in 3 years, but now I think about it and I'm like, why the hell did I ever do that? You know, that was kind of silly. I've gone without it for 3 years. As of July 21st, it will be 3 years, and I do not miss it at all. It smells terrible to me. So then I'm like, why did I do that? That was oh gosh, just the money I would have back from smoking. And then of course, health-wise, I have the coolest app that shows you like how everything returns and counts it for you. I can actually tell you exactly how long. Yeah, 55 years. Alan, don't drink. Leave it alone. You rock. Your body's got to be in beautiful condition. So, anyway, mine has seen alcohol. Although, this is the funny thing, and I'll tell you the story about the airplane, what my mother did to me, since this is also story time. And we're going to talk about men some more, and we have announcements, so there's a lot to go on. And this we'll call the borderline edition. Although we have still stayed within the lines. I like blurring the lines. Let's color outside the lines today. It's fun. Magical boxes for everyone. Anyway, yeah, blindness. See, that's the thing. I was a social drinker. I would be out, and a good friend of mine was one of my favorite bartenders. And we used to go out. It was a little bit more upscale. It was a nice place. We'd go dancing and whatnot, and this, that. Everybody in town knew me, you know. My nickname is Rocky. So everybody calls me Rocky by that. Either that Lady Borgia or Rocky. So, oh, Rocky, Rocky this. Everybody liked to dance with me. Apparently, I'm a lot of fun. Probably because I don't care. I'm not self-conscious. You know, I'll just go out there and dance. It does not matter if anybody is dancing. I will dance. So anyway, one day, my friend Nick said to me, he's like, do you realize how much you drink when you go out at night? And I said, no. Hey, I don't know, DeBlaze G. Wonderful to see you. Yes, Rocky. Yay, we got somebody new in here. Hey, is it DeBlaze G? Am I saying it right? D-Blaze. I only dance in the shower. No, John, you got to dance everywhere. Dancing is great. I love to dance. The only time I drink heavily is when I play horror games. I've been playing Resident Evil, and I like a few drinks. It makes it more fun. Wonder Music, I drink it heavy. What do you drink heavily? What's your favorite drink, Wonder Music? Anyway, I've never thought of that, of playing video games and drinking. I wouldn't do very well. So anyway, my friend says to me, he's like, do you know how you drink it and how much you drink in a night? And I'm thinking like, oh, geez. God, maybe I should pay attention. And I say to him, Nick, how much? And he's like, 3. You have 3 drinks every single time. No more, no less. You have 3. And I went, are you kidding me? And he's like, no. He said, it's the funniest thing. And I always switch back and forth between water and alcohol. And he said, you're so busy dancing and whatnot. He's like, you definitely, you know, get a little happy. And he always poured my drinks a nice double. It wasn't one of those like watered down drinks that you're like, is it juice? Is it only juice? What happened to the fun juice inside? But, oh, heavily about water. Okay. Oh, Blind Lines, my husband wants me to do a game stream while drinking, but that's not my channel type. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I do that so well. So it was really funny to find out that my big drinking days were 3 drinks a night. Yeah, that was hardcore. I mean, there was one night that I was drinking, and there was also a club attached to part of this other place. It's kind of hard to explain. It was on the side of town in New Brunswick, New Jersey, that had the more upscale grown-up places, because across the railroad tracks, like literally across the tracks, is where all the college hangout places are, where like your feet stick to the floor. So pretty much, unless you're in college, you don't really go there. You go to the other side of town. It's really funny. It's literally across the tracks. We all joke about it. Brokenecks, what's up? I guess he likes to live dangerously. John Lehman. Anyway, so I guess John's drink is Jack. So we've got John with Jack, me with water, although generally I pick vodka. Like I said, that pomegranate martini was rocking. It was good. I had one, though, because I could tell that thing could put you on your butt quick, especially if you haven't been drinking very often. I'm due to go out. Michelle, wherever you are, darling, it's time to go out again. That is a girlfriend I've had for many, many years, and eventually I'll get her butt on this show. Although we may well have to make that an adult version because they used to call, well, actually they called us the Super Twins, and I'll show you a picture. Yeah, my I can't even speak. The 2 of us together is something else. It's very funny, but yeah, that's the Super Twins. We have a nautical star tattoo together. In fact, with a third friend. And yeah, you'll have to see the super twins in action sometimes. Finally, honestly, most dangerous place in our house anyway is the cat. Yeah, my cats try to kill me daily. I love them, but you know, it's the cats are the most dangerous place in the house. If broke necks, if I danced in the shower, I'd slip or hurt myself. Do you know the showers? Yes, broke necks, that is true. In fact, I tell some of my family members that on a regular basis. And I hairline fractured my shin during the winter trying to get into the shower because I stepped over into the tub and the tub mat slid and my other leg cracked, my shin cracked right into the tub itself on the outside, and I cracked my hairline, cracked my shin. So, plan is I'm in feel like I'm in the Hunger Games with him trying to kill me. Yeah, I hear you. My cats do that. My dog does too. She's a little bit easier though because she's 85, 90 pound black lab. She's a black lab and boxer, so she's a big girl. So at least I can see her. The cats don't seem to realize I don't have eyeballs on my shins. So anyway, I will tell the story about my mother. So what my mother did to me, yes, I say my mother, we're on this flight to San Francisco from New York. And I said, okay, they asked, would you like a beverage? Would you like a cocktail? I said, okay, I'll have a glass of wine. Like I said, I wasn't much over drinking age, but whatever. Anyway, so I'm watching the TV. Anytime I fly with my mother, I get the window seat, even as an adult. So I get the window seat and she lets me have it. So I had the little TV there and I'm watching and it's got like however many channels on it, and I'm watching God knows what with my headphones and I'm sipping my wine. Well, unbeknownst to me, my mother, who thinks it's very funny when I drink, and she thinks I'm hysterical, she had a game going with the steward. Every time I had my head turned, she was going like this. Little bit of evil. She's French. Little bit of evil humor there. Good evil, not bad evil. She was getting the steward to come over and fill my wine glass when my head was turned watching the TV. And she's watching me, so I'm not looking. I'm just reaching over and, sipping on this glass. Well, this is a 6-hour flight. It always takes longer flying west. You get the tailwinds flying east, so it's actually a 5-hour flight and change rather than a 6. And, Alan, you want to sit by the window when you fly, too? Yeah, me too. I want to look at something. When I flew to Australia, that was 15 hours just from LAX, and it was a lot of Pacific Ocean. But at least I could see it, and there was a moon out, so that was really cool. And they kept putting the map up. They're like, you're over Fiji now. I was like, cool, can we land momentarily? So anyway, I'm sitting there, and I realize I'm watching the TV, and I'm getting like a little fuzzier, and a little fuzzier, and a little fuzzier, because my mother keeps, come on over here, and she's pointing at the glass. Well, so the steward thinks it's hysterical. They keep filling it up. Yes, exactly. Mama got the girl a wee bit tipsy. The next thing I know, I'm going, what the heck is wrong with me? I've had a glass of wine. That's ridiculous. So I'm talking, and my mother starts cracking up. And, obviously I'm like, I've got to use the restroom, and things are a little fuzzy, and everything is much funnier than it was. And you know how the whole thing goes. So I come back to my seat, and I look over at my mother, and she just busts out and dies laughing. Because I'm going, Mom, what the hell? She's like, and by this time, we're getting close to San Francisco. She says, you've had God knows how many glasses of wine, and we're going to land soon. Thankfully, my father's best friend. Yeah, I like seeing where I'm going. Me too. Yes, I like that too, Neil. thankfully, I drank a lot of water, and Ted found it amusing as well. I mean, I was not like falling over wasted or anything, but I definitely was quite tipsy. So yeah, my own mother got me because she thinks it's really hysterical when I drink, and I don't do it that often. So anyway, uh, I will do the announcements in a minute. I do want to say the one thing about the guys. We were talking about men. I'm getting comfortable here. My knees are bugging me for some reason today. So this is my thing about men, and of course this is not all men, but this is one thing that I've noticed that I never used to see. Every single guy that I have had a long-term relationship with has always been somebody that I was friends with first. And I've always had large, like multiple different large groups of friends that were co-ed. It was never just, you know, just girls or just, it was a lot of co-ed friend groups. And it would depend, you know, who I was hanging out with when, whatnot. But, you know, it was never a thing, you know. And the one thing that I've noticed recently is there seems to be, maybe it's just the people that I'm meeting, I don't know. I am not online dating because I tried that, and yeah, I in fact have a couple of videos of things that I learned of red flag, you know, warning Will Rob, is that, how's that, warning Will Robinson? I used to watch those reruns. I don't even, what show was that? Anyway, warning, and this is one of my things. Guys that say they can't be friends with women. To me, that is like the weirdest, must be all that box business. John is rolling the box back. You got to get the magic box. It's all about the magic box, guys. Anyway, actually, well, yeah, it's for some people, it's all about the magic box. I don't know. The magic box outside my building needs to be working better. Anyway, Lost in Space. Thank you, Jen. So anyway, I have noticed that many men cannot, they say they don't have any women friends. And this always sets off warning bells in my head. Because the first time I heard this, I went, you're kidding me. What do you mean you don't have any women friends? You're not friends with women? Why? And he says, well, you want me to be friends with a woman? And I said, well, I don't know. I just met you, so I'm not really that concerned about it. But if I'm going to date you, no, I wouldn't want you, and we were committed, I wouldn't want you dating other women while committed to me. But since we've just met, I don't think we have to worry about that. Anyway, and multiple guys I've met said this, I can't be friends with a woman. And I said, why not? Well, I'd always be thinking about, I guess, shall we say, the magic box. This applies in this situation. If you can't have a female as a friend, you only expect one thing from them. That's my point, Jen. And I thought that was the weirdest thing. I had never met a guy like that in my life. And I said, what are you talking about? And it was a guy, he had all kinds of cars, and he raced cars for a hobby. And I said, well, I said something about cars and racing and women. And he says, and this is so funny what my brother said to this, because my brother has tons of female friends. I raised my brother well. He is a good guy. And the girls love him. I mean, they just like fall hand over fist for my brother. But he has a fantastic girlfriend that I love, so they have to the side. She's my girl. But anyway, yeah, that is lame. Some guys are such tools, right, Neil? Those type of men are immature and lustful. And this guy, he says to me, and this is so funny, my brother has a very similar sense of humor as I do. We can just look at each other, and like we play a Christmas prank every year on my mother. We do all kinds of weird crap to her, and she thinks it's funny though. It's all with good thought, and my mother is one that she loves a good thought if it's thought out and funny. So she's good for that. But so I tell my brother this. I was like, yeah, Michael, I'm talking to this guy, and he's going on about how he races cars and whatnot. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I love driving cars. And he's, oh, you love driving cars? He said, yeah, I got my motorcycle license, had a Harley. I mean, I'm expert level at Harley for the rider education in New Jersey thing. I've taught people, whatnot, and yeah, exactly, Angel. I've always had a lot of guy friends. My best friend when I was 9 was a dude. I mean, this is just normal to me. And in fact, somebody sent out the cutest thing on Facebook a couple years ago. It was a friend of mine, Dusty. Hey, Dusty Decker, if you ever get around to stopping by. It said, like, you know, back in the day, blah, blah, blah. And it was a bunch of kids sitting there. And he put it to, there's like this list of guy names, you know, so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. All these guys are tagged and me. It was like 20 guys and me of, you know, the gang back in the day. And my mother's like, yeah, that's about right. I mean, I had female friends too, but I had a lot of guy friends because I liked to ride the dirt bikes and build forts and do all kinds of stuff. And I did play with Barbies and do that too. But I had one girlfriend, my friend Nicole. She could do both. She rocks. She is out there. I will not say her last name. Frank, I have a great appreciation for strong, independent women. Obviously, I support Angel and Lady Borgia. Thank you. And Neil says, we will be in and out for review. As always, great show. Thank you, Neil. I would love to see what you had to say more on this topic, but I can always bring it up again. But good night if I don't get to see you. Oh, John, I've had better friendships with women than guys. A lot of my guy friends screwed me over and put me in bad situations. Yeah, that can happen. I've been in some like really close friendships with my guy friends. I used to have a guy friend that was just abysmal when it came to women. I mean, not that he couldn't get a girlfriend. He'd get the girlfriend, but he was always doing something to screw it up. And I was constantly doing damage control. Or I'd get that call, you know, and, you know, all upset. So, you know, it was very often that he was either at my kitchen table. In fact, a lot of my guy friends were at my kitchen table. In fact, they used to say if my kitchen table could talk. And I finally told them, I don't know, this is borderline. I finally told some of them, and not all of them did this, but I said, listen, guys, this is my advice for some of you. If you can't keep your mouth shut, keep your pants zipped. If you can't do one, and if you can't keep your pants zipped, keep your mouth shut. You know, if you can't do one, don't do the other. Some of them had a little issue with that, but that wasn't always their problem. I mean, one of them, he was always doing something, and then now I'm in trouble with my girlfriend, and now she's this, or my girlfriend did this to me, and, you know, I was always the one that they went to talk about this stuff, and we used to write music together. I had a lot of guy friends who were musicians, and I was always the one if they got stuck on lyrics. We'll go to Rocky. Rocky's good at, you know, picking up with the words. Shocking, huh? Me and words now. You wouldn't think that. Anyway, so John, yeah, totally. And like Angel says, my best conversations have been with men. And John says, most men are more emotional than we lead on. Very true. Yes, Frank. Is that not good advice or what? You can't keep your mouth shut, keep your pants zipped, and you can't keep your pants zipped, keep your mouth shut. You know, you can't do one, do the other. For Christ's sake, that's what I told them, because some of them I'm like, I cannot repeat those stories, but good Lord, boys, come on. And hey, I had to say it. I had a female friend too. Actually, yeah, there was a female friend that made me very uncomfortable one day because she was married and she started talking. We were at the kitchen table and her and her husband came over. I was living with my boyfriend at the time. We were in a long-term relationship. We had actually been friends for many years before that. And like I'd known him as a teenager. And yeah, John, most men are a lot more emotional than women think. But this girl, she starts talking. This made me uncomfortable. She starts talking about how, and she was married. My boyfriend and her husband were down in the basement playing my pool table, and the ladies were upstairs, and we were about to go downstairs and, you know, mix together and play pool. Well, she starts talking about the guy she's dating. And yes, I said dating. And her husband's downstairs. And I said to my boyfriend after that, I said, listen, I can't be friends with her. You know, it's not like I'm friend. You know, number one, I have never cheated on anybody in my life ever. I have never cheated. That is a big deal to me. I just won't do it. I mean, even in high school, I was about to break up with a guy that was like no big deal. It was just some little high school relationship. You know, it was nothing. But my first love that I ended up almost marrying and was with for quite a few years, more than quite a few years, he professed that he, you know, liked me more than just friends. He wanted to kiss me. It was on a shooting star. It was very romantic. But long dark hair, whatnot, great looking guy, still a good guy, just married with children and whatnot. So, you know, that did not work out. Anyway, a great family. I love them. But even then, I said, no, I can't kiss you. I'm going to break up with this guy. He's like, but you just dated him a little bit. And I said, yes, but I was his girlfriend. And no, it wasn't serious, but that would be wrong until I officially break up with him. Angel said she met a guy today and he was weird. And he said he was married with 3 kids, but would love to take me for lunch. Yeah. What the hell is right, Angel? I mean, I don't get that. Like, if you're not happy in your marriage, get out. I mean, I'm all for, see, I'm under the thing, if you get married, unless there's abuse, whatnot, this, that, cheating, whatever, you know, you do your best to stay in it. And some people, I think, use marriage a little too easily. I hear a lot. This is another subject that I'd love to talk about, you know, well, if it doesn't work out, we'll just get divorced. And for me personally, marriage means much more than that. Oh, Leanna, hey, what's up? Welcome. I'm sorry I didn't greet you right away. There's all kinds of things out there to be on guard for. There's always warning signs so you pay attention. Exactly, Leanna. I started writing down the red flags because I had been out of the dating world for quite some time. And I did try online dating, and I actually started writing it down. And as soon as I find it, I'm going to make some videos on like the red flags to look out for. And I don't mean just men, because women too. I mean, it's both sides. That Leanna is absolutely right. Leanna, this man goes to blah, 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 blah. I can talk. Oh, Leanna. Yeah, I know Leanna. Hello. My brain just went on. Everybody say hello to Leanna. She is fantastic and wonderful. And because of Angel, I love her. But yeah, seriously, that's just, yeah, Leanna, that's sad. You know, yeah, it blindly is. I never understood cheating. Like, why put yourself and your spouse through that? Just walk away before it's done. Exactly. Yeah, Leanna, I'm sorry I didn't see you right away and greet you. I greet everyone, but especially, you know, I'm like, hey, it's Leanna, which is really cool because actually that's my mom's name too, but it's Leanne. But very close, and it's spelled almost exactly the same way. So Bayside. I'll let Angel explain that. Wonder Music says some religions make it possible. Some religions just make it possible not to cheat. And RPM says, Leanna, hey, John says, who was that girl you had on your stream a while back who wrote books and spoke to women in prison? I want to get her books from my mom. That is that fabulous lady in the stream named Angel. You can, her links are still in the thing, in her show. And actually her links are in my, World Fibromyalgia Day too, as she was my guest co-host. Angel is always fantastic. It's really cool because I can have Angel on even for something like that, and we did not pre-discuss anything. Angel just got it, and we have a lot in common, like a tremendous. We keep finding out more and more and more stuff Angel and I have in common. Like today, one more thing: we both like vodka when she drank. It's just like we both like walking. We just keep finding out more and more stuff. So it's really, really cool. But even with her birthday show, we didn't do any anything. We just got on and rolled. So when we did the World Fibromyalgia Day, since she's also a licensed alcohol and drug counselor and does minister to incarcerated women, I know she well understands counseling to people who are ill, who aren't feeling well, who are in situations where they feel isolated. So she was really an absolutely perfect co-host. And we just got on enrolled. And so it was really great. You can find your information in that too, as well as Angel's page. You know, she's got it all there too, but it's all over my page as well. Let's see. Blindly honestly said, me either. My father cheated on my mother off and on for 13 years before she said enough was enough. Oh, and Bayside is your church. Okay. See, you know, oh, W. Moore, welcome. You have come in. Today we're talking about all kinds of things. We are skirting the line a little bit. It's kind of like Bugs Bunny. You know, how adult humor, but it was still, you know, family friendly. We're skirting the line a little bit, but it's fun. And we're talking about relationships, men and women, and some interesting things that men do now that I was never used to. Being that you know, back around in dating and stuff that I wasn't for a while, and the different things that we see and things that we see from women too. We're talking about relationships and men and all kinds of things. We still have announcements to do. We're going to get to those. We've got some great announcements. In fact, let me do some really quick, and then we'll get back to the topic. And I've got some other things to bring up as well. We've got two big shows, and we really are coming back to this topic because I want to hear what the men have to say too. But we've got on Wednesday, we've got a really cool youth stories. Not that all of them have not been absolutely fantastic. Like I said, we already have a Hall of Fame, and I will get into that. I'm going to do a video about that, and we have 3 members, and they did some really cool things. But this week's youth stories is the Wandering Naps, and they are selling their home. They have 3 elementary school aged boys, sons, and they're going to sell their home next year, buy a 60-foot boat, which is the smaller end of yachts, and they're going to go live on it full time and travel and do all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot more to it, but we're going to talk about that on Wednesday. So definitely do not miss that show. I am so excited to talk about them. Talk about them. I'm talking about them now. I'm so excited to get to talk to them. Obviously, I spoke to them in the pre-interview, but it's going to be Jolene and her husband, Chris. And I just love boats. I've had a boat license for a while. I took the official test with the Coast Guard Auxiliary and the whole 9. So I am an official licensed driver, boat operator, and I have been a captain of my own boat. We had a 29-foot Boston whaler with a dual Yamaha 200 outboards, which is really cool because you've got dual throttles. So you can sit there and pivot like on a dime. It's so cool. You can just sit there and pivot around. Anyway, that's a really cool thing. And I will roll that in the chat and get to everything. Angel has a really cool show on Wednesday as well. She's going to have some great things to talk about herself, and she may have, this is going to be 2 p.m. Pacific. So on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, Angel's going to have a live show that you're going to want to check out. She may well have a guest as well, Marcel Harding 5, an artist. You guys may have seen him go through here, there and there. He did do a very nice shout out video to me, so I thank him very much for that. So he may be on. She's going to see, but regardless, she's going to have a fantastic show at 2 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday, which is 3 p.m. Eastern, or sorry, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern is Youth Stories. So you got a lot to listen to on Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be a really great show. There's going to be Angel, then you're going to have a little bit of time, and then I'm going to go on. So get your ears hooked up because we got some good stuff for you. You know, Angel and I are always going to come through. So the other thing that I got sent today too was, guess who hit 2,000? Our wonderful friend Hazel Ure I love her dearly. I haven't seen, she's usually in almost all of my live streams. I know she's been very busy. She's going to be on News Stories as well down the road, as is Halos and Heathens and some other people. Angel's going to be back on again down the road. Frank will be back on again because there's so much more we didn't get to discuss. And a whole bunch of people that I haven't even brought up yet. I have to do June's schedule. But so congrats to Hazel. Congratulations, honey. I love you so much. I'm so glad you hit 2,000. Your girl here is about to hit 700, which I am thrilled with. I've been on 3.5 months, and I would have never expected that. So it goes to show hard work and whatnot. And then also, the cool thing that, and I'm going to roll back because we're going to talk about this other subject. I want to get back to this because Angel's got some really good points there, and I'm seeing some other things. We have a special edition of You Stories coming up. Speaking of church and whatnot and this, that. Originally, it was going to be on a different day, but you know what? There's 3 special editions coming up, and this one is the first of its kind. Instead of having a guest, we're going to have a discussion. And in fact, I'm going to be the neutral moderator. It is going to be a week from Wednesday. We were going to originally have it on a different day since it's a You Story special edition, one of 3 at the moment. But then I realized I hadn't scheduled somebody that day, and I think it was just meant to be. So I said, guys, do you want to have it this day? And they said, everybody was, said yes. So, You Story Special Edition, May 30th. It is going to be a deeper discussion into Christianity. And I don't know if many of you guys know, You Stories is not affiliated with any specific religion, belief system, or anything. It's open to all people. And after one of the shows, a couple of the members decided Wonder Music was interested in having a deeper discussion. So it's going to be Angel, Domingue, Ms. Kathy, and Wonder Music are going to be having a deeper discussion into Christianity. I'm going to start off the show, and I'm going to be the moderator for the chat, and interacting with you guys and asking extra questions. But Wonder Music is going to lead off the discussion, and irregardless if you're Christian, if you're this, if you're that, everybody is welcome to come and get into this discussion. It's definitely absolutely, I do request everybody be respectful, non-judgmental on people's beliefs. If you don't believe the same thing, that's cool. It's not a debate on, per se, on what you believe. It is a discussion on various things. So, you know, if you don't believe, if you're not Christian, if you're not what, that's cool. You know, come, and like I said, I am the neutral moderator that is facilitating this discussion. I think conversations on religion are really interesting. So it will be, like I said, Miss Kathy, Angel Domingue, and Wonder Music will be leading the discussion as it was originally his idea. And it will be, I gave it an official, like I said, it's a special edition, but I gave it a You Stories regular slot. Just because I would like to see as many people there as possible, because that's a really interesting thing to do. All I ask is everybody stay respectful, and this could be, you know, a really cool thing. I really haven't seen people doing that much in just, you know, mainstream YouTube. So, there are other things, but I'm going to roll back and, there we go. Yes, it happened at church. Yes, Blindly Honestly says, yeah, okay, yeah. John Lamb, the birthday stream was actually your first stream I saw. Yeah, the last week or Angel's birthday. Because Angel's birthday was the debut show. And that actually ended up going on for 4.5 hours, which is not the normal show time. Last week when I did Mama Style's birthday and Blindly Honestly's YouTube 2-year anniversary, if it was that show, that's cool. But yeah, John Lehman, you don't want to miss either. The Wandering Naps this week. And next week, when I would normally have a guest, it's going to be this interesting discussion. I'm really looking forward to see what goes on in the discussion and what gets talked about. It's going to be made so people who aren't Christian can participate as well, ask questions. And, you know, because there's lots of things that, you know, other people don't know about, aren't educated, and there's plenty of things I don't know. So, you know, I'm looking forward to learning some things and checking out other people's points of view. So I think it's going to be really cool. I am really thrilled to be facilitating this and am very excited for it. So I'm going to be putting out the promo video and start promoting it soon. If you see it, tweet it out there. Like I said, by no means is it try to convert you to Christianity. It is a discussion. And I really like to see more in-depth discussions on interesting things like that. So now we're going to head back into marriage and men and whatnot. So we've talked about magic boxes. We've talked about interviews. We've talked about Christianity. And now we're going back into marriage and relationships and whatnot. Finally, honestly says some people take the marriage for granted and don't understand that it is about communication, sacrifice, and compromise. Everyone thinks it's easy. You just have a huge wedding and a party. Yes. And you know what? I think that's one of the problems is people forget that it is past the wedding day. The wedding is a celebration. The marriage is what goes on. And no, it's not easy. I mean, if you think about it, anybody that you live with, whether it's family, friends, whatnot, you know, anybody that's in a close relationship like that, it's going to be work sometimes. You're not always going to get along. And, you know, I have a great respect for marriage, but, you know, I don't understand cheating in marriage. I really don't. I know that a ridiculously high amount of people do it. I know something like 75% of people in marriages cheat. And, I don't get that because you don't have to get married. You can choose not to get married. You can choose to just date. And see, that's the funny thing that hold on, let me move forward a bit. Oh, Frank, have a good night. All right. I will see you again soon. I wanted to hear his opinion on some things, but that's okay. I can always talk to you again. Hey, Trish D, what's up? Let's see if you can go into that. Oh, good night. She's got to go teach Bible study. And good evening. Thank you, Leanne. All right. So now we're going to get back into the discussion about marriage and dating and men and whatnot, because I'm curious about this. I was interested in getting Frank's opinions on some things, but Frank comes here often, so this can always be brought up again later. You know, that does confuse me why people get married. If they are going to cheat, you don't have to. There's no law that says, hey, Flory, what's up? And it'd be interesting to get Flory's idea about this too. Flory, we're talking about dating and stuff like that and marriages and whatnot. And I have noticed lately, I was in a relationship for a while and then I haven't been for a bit. And when dating, it seems, let me roll back to this. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but it seems like dating, like, you know, going out and going on a date and, you know, not immediately being in a relationship seems to have disappeared. And I kind of wondered, like, what happened to that? You know, what happened when I wasn't looking? Because it seems like, and I think it's both some men and women, that men have a very hard time, at least many that are single, handling a woman that is independent and intelligent. The one thing I get all the time, and this is really weird, I think, to say to a person, is guys will say to me, oh, you're so beautiful. And then they'll say, wow, but you're smart too. Like it's shocking. And I don't know if they realize that that is kind of rude. Hey, John Lehman's getting married this year. Oh, fantastic. Congratulations, love. That is wonderful. you said in 4 months, you have to tell me exactly when. In my announcements, I've already, oh my God, I forgot the other one. Hold on. I've announced several weddings and a marriage and a baby being born. I love doing announcements. I really, truly do, whether it's your channel, personal life, whatnot. I love giving happy news. So you're going to have to tell me in 4 months, because John, I want to announce it so everybody can, celebrate the joy, because I think marriage is a wonderful thing. And Wonder Music is a 9-year anniversary this summer. So you're going to have to tell me when that is, and we're going to have a little celebration for that. See, the lady here is all about the celebrations. I love to celebrate stuff. I love marriage. But, so congratulations to John. Congratulations to Wonder Music. 9 years of marriage. That is fantastic. Yeah, Angel says, me either. When I was cheated on when I was married with his wife, it was very painful. See, this is the thing I don't understand. Why get married? You don't have to get married. You can choose to not get married. But the thing I don't understand is a lot of these men, you'll go out on a date and, from what I understood, you go and unless it's somebody you're already friends with, which, oh, John, that's wonderful. See, you have the most amazing relationship ever. That is fantastic. See, now I think, me personally, all the long-term relationships that I've had that were, really great relationships, they were also my best friends. And I've seen people be married and say, well, I wasn't friends with them. And me personally, I don't understand how to be in a relationship with someone you're not friends with. Like, it confuses me. I don't understand how that works. And I guess that's just because that's how I was raised. My parents, they were best friends. My grandparents, both sets, I had a lot of really good examples. And a lot of strong women, a lot of strong men, a lot of very intelligent, successful people. So to me, this was all very normal, and that's how their friends were too. And but they were all best friends with their partner. So to me, yeah, Angel, isn't that rude? It's what the hell? Because you're so beautiful, on and on and on. Oh my God, you're smart too. Okay, as if I think that's just the strangest thing to say to somebody. Does it occur to you that it's extremely rude because you're pretty, you must be stupid? Or, now that I'm blonde, actually, I've even seen other females do it where, they see a blonde and whatnot. And that's why I love Vlogstories, because it takes apart stereotypes. It's something strange where people will assume that, you're not as smart, you're maybe not as accomplished or whatnot. And I'm like, it's so funny because it's just die. I mean, a year ago, I was not blonde, but it's really fascinating seeing the difference. I mean, I'm very confident in myself and it doesn't offend me. And I have had people get a little, not often, but every so often you get, especially a female that gets jealous. And, oh, you can't possibly be all those things, a scientist and a this and a that and a this. Sure you can. And you know what, honey, you can too if you go out and try it. I mean, there is no limit to what you can do. I run on that basis. But some people have sour grapes. And I heard somebody tell me a story about somebody saying something about there's too many people with CEO after their name on Twitter. I don't know. I didn't personally see this. And they said it was the biggest sour grapes moment they saw. And I said, well, what's wrong with having CEO after your name? And I guess this person didn't think it possible. Well, these people can't all be CEOs. Why not? If they've founded their own company, yes, they can. I mean, there's a lot of CEOs out there now, people that have founded, they're the chief executive officer. It's sad that, I think women should be, I'm not a feminist, I'm a humanist, but I think people should be lifting each other up, not, telling people, well, that can't be true and whatnot. But then again, I guess some people are very jealous of that attitude. So John, oh, she really is. We do everything together and have the best of laughs together. I'm totally okay not going out and spending the night with her. See, that is the best. I would be married if I found someone I was like that with again, because I've been with someone that I was like that with before. Twice. Yes, twice. I had another long-term relationship, but it was never, there was always something that wasn't quite right. But yeah, you know, I would get married if I were in something like that too. And yeah, the horrible thing Winter Music says is women, the frontal part of the brain usually works better than men. That can happen. There actually are physiological and anatomical differences in the brain in certain parts between men and women. Not everybody, of course, because it's funny, we talk about in anatomy and medicine about the textbook version of a human, and almost nobody fits that. So because there's so much variation, you really, when you're learning medicine, you learn about, you know, what probably is what you'll find when you get in there. But Wonder Music, I love that. That is so painful to admit. Almost crying now. Wonder Music has the funniest sense of humor. He cracks me up all the time. You guys, you have to listen to some of the stuff he says. But so anyway, this whole thing about dating, am I wrong or am I right? Now, see, I ended up dating people that I was friends with. You know, we knew each other. We'd known each other for a long time. We finally realized that we had feelings for each other. I mean, that's how the first love, everything else like that happened. We actually were friends. I found out later that I met him through a mutual friend, and I went to pick up my friend from his house. And apparently, from the first time he saw me, it was love at first sight. I didn't see him, so I don't know. But what happened to dating? Like, has dating disappeared, John? When you met your W. Moore, I think what is portrayed in media, such as television, somewhat normalizes certain behaviors and makes people think that's how we act. Yeah, well, maybe that is. Wonder that was back in the 80s. Oh, okay. Oh, have you beaten him up after? Oh, okay. I get it. I'm rolling back to it. All right. Yeah, he definitely deserves that. What happened to dating? Because okay, you're not always going to be friends with somebody first. So obviously you have to date and get to know each other. What happened to that? Because it seems to have disappeared. And I've been out on dates, and it's all of a sudden you go out on one date. Heck, I went to lunch with a guy twice. He was a venture capitalist, and some of you may have heard the story before, but literally lunch twice, 2 times. And on the way home from lunch, the second time, he picked me up. I guess he thought because he was a very successful, wealthy man, but big deal. I've dated tons of very wealthy, successful men. That's not something new. He said to me, well, I want to buy you a house. You know, when I date, I only date one person at a time. So, you know, I'm exclusive, and I want to buy you a house. And then, you know, of course, I would provide you with a maid and all this stuff and whatnot. And I'm going, buddy, we've been to lunch twice. So he says, well, I want it to be, you know, and I'll buy a house in such and such town. So the smart ass in me says, but I like this town better. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Yes, Lady Borgia put Dr. Lady Borgia. Actually, I was very close to being Dr. Borgia. So my father was Dr. Borgia. My uncle is Dr. Borgia. There's actually quite a few Dr. Borgias, but now I can be dating Dr. Borgia since I didn't actually get to finish off. I didn't get to do the whole thing and become a neurosurgeon because of my illnesses. I think most of you know that. And if you don't, now you do. But see, that's the thing. I don't understand this rush. And then if you happen to be a woman who's independent and, you know, isn't tremendously needy of them, I mean, sure, I want to be with someone who's my best friend, and, you know, that I would prefer to stay home with them and hang out. But if I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to go do this, or I want to work on something, I don't want to be worrying about that I need to entertain you. And it seems to be, I actually saw a guy write this, that he wanted a woman that had, you know, tons of free time that she could devote to him. I saw this on a dating site, and he wanted a woman that she could devote all her time to him, and he didn't want somebody with a lot of interests and that was busy and whatnot, because he wanted all her time. Even in the best of relationships, you know, and no matter, you know, it's your best friend or not, I think it's normal to spend some time, A, by yourself, and B, you know, doing your things. Is it not? Have I lost my mind somewhere in here? You know, oh, thank you so much. Reviewing and playing RPM. See ya. Good stream. Thank you so much. We talk about different things every time on Lady Borgia Live. So I will be back again next week, and actually it'll be Monday again next week. It switches back and forth between news stories. WMO, I've got to go catch some sleep later. It's good to see you. So I don't know what's happened to that. Perhaps somebody can inform me on this. I don't know what's happened to marriage. The whole thing is absolutely nuts to me. I don't understand cheating. Perhaps it is because, you know what, this would make sense. Perhaps it is because people are rushing into relationships and, you know, have this need to be with someone when really they need to get comfortable being with themselves. And wow, what happened to my stream here? All of a sudden my head is really low. That's weird. Okay, there, I'll put my chair back up. I guess the camera moved. That's really weird. I just noticed that. Anyway, so yeah, Angel, doesn't that sound creepy? I don't understand that. He was not amused with my he was not amused with my smart aleck response. I'm gonna move this a little bit because somehow my camera moved and I realized my poor little head was sticking up from the bottom. But I don't know if any of you guys have anything to sound off on that. I know a lot of the people in the stream are married and whatnot, but I don't know, how long did you date? Do you consider this person your best friend? I don't know. I guess I'm just a slow person. It's the ghost of your ex-boyfriends. See, that's the weirdest thing. Because like I said, I ended up, everybody who that I was in a long-term relationship ended up being somebody that I had been friends with for a while. And then it, you know, progressed from there. So I don't know. Maybe I am the oddball in the dating world. Maybe you're just supposed to jump into things. But then again, that's why I said, and there's a moth. Oh, goodness, it's every live stream. Anyway, oh, I love that Wonder Music, John Lehman, 100%. Wonder Music says, once I had a love from first sight. It happened when I saw a mirror for the first time. Very funny. I love that. Well, that's some of the problem. To be perfectly honest, I mean, I know it's a joke and funny, but what the hell happened to some self-love here? You know, I mean, I personally believe you need to be happy on your own before you can be happy with somebody else. But who knows? Maybe I am lost in this and I should just be jumping in with both feet with people I don't even flipping know. So maybe it's the magic box syndrome. Who knows? But anyway, crazy to me. Oh no, John Lehman, how did you meet your to-be wife? Oh look, my stream cleared up a little bit more. Woohoo! We're getting it there. We're getting it there. I told you, to do a makeup tutorial like a live class, it's, you know, almost pointless unless it's a good thing. Angel says, a lot of men, not all, but the ones I meet, do not like me to volunteer my time. They want that time. Exactly, Angel. That's what I'm talking about. When they find out that you have your own things to do, and I always thought that that was an attractive quality in a person, you know, to have somebody that has things to do, that isn't just sitting there, you know, needily wanting every scrap of your time. Oh, she was your boss, John. Oh, cool. Tell me. Can you tell me more about it? I love a good conversation. So can you tell me where you were working or anything else? I'd love to hear about it. If I'm being too pushy, say you can't say anything else, and I totally understand. But Angel, yes, my wife needs to be with me. Oh, you're so full of it. His wife is absolutely lovely. I haven't gotten to talk to her face to face, but I've gotten to write back and forth. I am obsessed with her artistry. Like literally, I cannot wait to order the rose bracelet. There are so many earrings that I am dying for. I really have no other interest in people's jewelry, and she makes some beautiful bags and wallets and stuff for men as well. But I am obsessed with Diana's jewelry, and I have it like listed out like what I want to get next, and I have a certain amount I get every month. And I talked to her on Instagram. I was just going through Instagram last night, going, I want that, and I want that. It's just, you know, it's beautiful. Normally, I have her link below. Let me see if I linked it. If not, oh yes, and that's the other thing I forgot. Hush. Hello, girl. We got off on topic at the beginning, and it was hysterical with the whole magic box thing. And I would not change it for the world, believe me, because it's so funny. That's why I love this show, because it can go any direction we want it to, as long as we stay within, we'll say, Bugs Bunny boundaries. Yes, I still have the Crowdwise fundraiser up. That goes to the National Fibromyalgia Association. Thank you so much to everybody that's donated. I'm going to leave it up for a month, and I actually have a review to film for some compression gloves that actually are really great for people who do makeup as well, because especially blending a lot, your arms can get really tired, and I'm going to be filming that. I would actually film it tomorrow because I've gone through and checked them out and everything, and I'll have a link to them. But that's going to be one of the first in my series. It's going to be all kinds of stuff with the health, wellness, and lifestyle series. It's going to be verbal advice, product reviews. Like I said, it's for absolutely everyone. And every month I'm going to do a different fundraiser. But that's the other thing this week. I went to go get on PayPal, like Angel said last night, because I did sign up for Patreon. But I got really tired, and I started to doze off while I was typing, and I went, that is a really bad time to try to open up a PayPal account. So, as per Angel said, I will be opening up my PayPal account so I can accept donations soon, and that's towards me personally. I actually have, for you guys, and well, you're going to go back to John's story in 2 seconds. I have another scam alert that I am in the process of investigating. That's going to be probably next week on Lady Borgia Live. I did not, which the watch out segment. It's really unfortunate that I've started to have to do this, but if I come across something, I'm going to shout it out. And we talked about dislike bots. That was the first one. And then, of course, the thing with people taking advantage of World Fibromyalgia Day and using it for their own purposes, whether to make money or get airtime or whatnot, when, you know, there was things they actually could have helped, you know, people take advantage of that. There was something else. I'm not going to go through all of them. Luckily, this week, there were no watch outs, so it was really cool. But next week, unfortunately, I had somebody contact me, and I will explain it then. Something a company wanted me to do that is completely, to me, unethical. And so I will tell you about it. I have a little bit of research to do, and then I want to make sure I've got everything straight, but I've got a big one to tell you about, which I think is, you know, just rotten, but apparently people do it. And you want to watch out for that on YouTube. and everywhere else. I know it's like, what the heck is she talking about? Legit, straight up. It's all I can say for now. But it should be next Monday. I should be doing the report on it. So I couldn't believe it. I was like, you're kidding me. This stuff is falling in my lap. But what they wanted me to do is definitely unethical. And would change your mind about how you might do something. So I will tell you the story next Monday. I really like it when we start out like today and have all fun stuff. But I figure, you know, while I have the platform, I should also, as I'm helping people, also be warning people if there's stuff to look out for. So anyway, let's get back to the cool stuff. So John says, we got our first apartment together about 7 months later and ended up buying our first home together. Oh, wait, I missed it. Hello. Let's go back to John's story. So this is the part that I really love about this show. It's talking to you guys. So this is how John and his wife got together, because she was his boss. Yeah. Okay, so John was working at McDonald's as a crew, and she was the assistant manager. So he wanted to get to know her better, and he told his dad not to pick him up and said he didn't. Oh, so you didn't have a ride after your shift. That's so cute. I love when a guy uses his brain to, you know, get with a girl. You know, obviously not the truth, but that's in a good way. So I don't mind a little fibbing when it's something cute like that. That's cute. So exactly, Angel. Good move, John. That is the way to use your brain. Like I said, a wee bit of fibbing is definitely cool when you do it that way. So she offered to drive me home, and we hit it off on the way there. Anyway, so they got their first apartment together, and about 7 months later, ended up buying their first home together 2 years ago. This is a fantastic story. I love this. So, oh, yes, on the 30th, Angel, definitely. We're going to wear earrings on the 30th. I have mine right here. We're going to wear on the 30th, we're not only going to do the Christianity special, we're going to wear our earrings for Diana to get her thing out there, because, guys, you don't understand. This does not do them justice. I damn near fell down when they came out of the package. The leather is so soft. I mean, a lot of people overwork their leather, and they're so beautiful. I really do have so many things favorited, and I have a list of what I want to get next. And there's a bunch of this style that I want. Hazel! Hazel's here! Yay! Awesome. I was just talking about you before, Hazel. Okay, I'll do the announcement again. I was asked to, somebody emailed me and asked me to announce that our dearest girl, Hazel, has hit 2,000 people. And I did the announcement before and congratulated you, but you weren't here yet. And I said, normally she is in my streams, but she might be busy or working or whatnot. Hazel, sorry, my eyes are still watering from all the laughing and whatnot before. And I did a big look in a video right before this. Hazel, congratulations, honey. I love you so much. I can't wait for you to come on Vlogstories and get to talk to you about Hazel hears some really interesting voices and has some gifts similar to my gifts. Both of us has some spiritual gifts, he would say. And it's really cool. So congratulations to Hazel. I have a whole playlist of other people's videos that inspire me. And I haven't gotten to do my special effects and fantasy work lately. I know my nose is clogged up horribly. But I'm going to get to start doing it again. And I had to tell you, 50% or more of the videos in my inspiration playlist are Hazel's. Honestly, I think more. I'd say closer to 60 or 70% are Hazel's videos. So, yeah, blindly, honestly, normally I have the link below. They are sick. Like, they're gorgeous. just that style. There's like, I want the blue teal, I want the red ones, I want the blue ones, I want the gold ones, and then there's the long fringe it's long. I want the black. I mean, there's like, you don't even understand. And the rose bracelet is so sick. And then the brooch, I mean, it's a 3D rose, and she does it so beautifully. Diana is so talented. And I mean, Wonder Music is talented with, you know, Razor's back! Yay! Razor, you missed our conversation about dudes. And we needed some dude information. I'm going to ask you about this too. Okay, so we've got John is getting married in 4 months, and we're going to do a bigger thing on that. John, come back. Oh, and by the way, everybody, don't forget to come back and comment afterwards. Wonder Music has a 9-year wedding anniversary coming up. Rick and Brooke got married the other day, so they were the royal wedding of the day too. It wasn't the only royal wedding. I've been meaning to say that too. Hazel hit 2,000 people. Gosh, we had a ton of things. Angel and I both have big live streams on Wednesday. There is a big special edition of You Stories a week from Wednesday. It was going to be on a different day, and magically this date was open, and I think it was meant to be. It is going to be really cool. It's a deeper discussion into Christianity. This is a week from Wednesday, and it's not a push Christianity thing. It's a deeper discussion, and I am the neutral moderator, as You Stories is not affiliated with any religion. So people of all religions and beliefs, please come and participate in the conversation. It should be really interesting. It's not going to be a judgmental thing or a, I believe this, you're wrong about that. Nothing like that. This is going to be an adult discussion. And I think religions are just so interesting. So when Wonder Music came up with the idea, he's going to be heading the discussion. And Angel and Ms. Kathy, he's going to start it out, and they're going to go from there. And I'm going to be watching you guys in the chat and interacting with you, and whatever questions you have, questions I have. I think it's going to be really interesting. So, oh, and while Hazel is here, I've been meaning to do this. I've been meaning to make Hazel a moderator for God knows how long. And ta-da! There we go. Hazel has been here from the beginning. Hazel has been here from my very first live stream. And there we go. There is one of my other moderators. In fact, I'm going to put Razor on there too, because Razor was one of my very first friends here too. So here we go. Wait. There we go. And Razor is too. So, and let's put Jen on there too, because and there we go. All right. Fantastic. So Wonder Music is really talented with his music. Diana, she went to professional leather school, so she really knows her stuff. And I haven't gotten the pleasure of talking to her in person, but let's just say there's going to be a special thing down the road that Wonder Music and I have talked about, and that is all I'm going to say about it. So, yeah, 2000 is fantastic. Hazel, how long have you been on YouTube? That is just so cool. And wait a second, I see something about Razor. Wait. Let's see here. Yes, there we go. Normally I don't know why, this is really weird. Normally Diana's shop is in the description box, like every single week on Lady Borgia Live. I don't know why it's not there today. In fact, a bunch of my normal links, I'm looking at it and I just realized I obviously did not put, I usually just copy and paste from the week before and then adjust it. The lady messed up because I also have Kasumi Sister's book, Diana's store. Like, seriously, guys, I am so in love with Diana's work. I mean, there really is at least 20 items that I will over the months be purchasing. I really, really have fallen in love with it. The colors, the workmanship. I have a bunch of earrings and stuff, but other than the classic ones, I've kind of gotten sick of what I have. And I love handmade, interesting jewelry. I mean, one of my favorite pieces is an Indian bone choker, and it's made out of, it's actually made it may sound gross, but the string to it that ties it, that's braided, is made out of the animal's intestine. And I actually can reach over and show that to you guys. So, you know, I think it's really, really cool. Okay, Hazel has been here since 2016, but started doing videos until, oh, okay, December 2017. Okay, so Hazel, you haven't been here much longer than me. I've had a channel since 2013, but it wasn't public. I put, I think, a couple videos on there that were private for family. And excuse me, guys, I'm going to duck over for just a second. Actually, what I'm going to do is just turn off my picture for a second because I need to blow my nose. And you guys don't need to see that. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. The lady, turn it back on. Why isn't it going on? On. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I don't know why, but my picture does not seem to be going back on, and I don't know why. There we go. I got it back. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop touching things then. Okay, it's back. Yeah, Hazel, I couldn't help it anymore, and I figured at least if I turned the camera off, because it's been like very humid here, and it went down a little bit. So, yeah, Wonder Music and Diana are a very talented pair, and on Wednesday, when Use Stories, there's not always room to put the links for things that I like to put in there because there's so much information about the guests, and there's the schedule of upcoming guests and upcoming shows. But on here, I like to keep all the links. I messed up. I thought I had all my links in there, and my links are not there for everybody. So I will be sure to make sure they are there next Monday because usually her shop is in there every single week. So S2W Themes is back. How was your vacation? I've been waiting for you to get back to send you an email. I didn't want to bother you before your trip. How was it? Oh, I'm so excited. Wonder Music, listening to how Lady Borgia advertising my wife's store. I am truly in love with his life store. Like, I do not understand how much I love this stuff. I really do. There's about 20 pairs of earrings and bracelets and other things that I love, and I really kid you not, when I opened the package, like, I thought it was beautiful in the first place, but when I opened them, my mom was with me. And she went, oh, and my mom is an international artist. She's like top in her field. She's one of the top 5 worldwide in miniature bookmaking. She's if you don't know miniatures, you wouldn't know her. But in the miniature world, actually, my mom is really well known, and she knows about leatherworking and other things. And she saw them, and my mom's response to Diana's work was, oh, and she said, may I? And she's like, oh my God, it's not overworked. It's perfect. It's, you know, so, because in miniatures, they do use leather and other things. So I probably should advertise my mom's thing, but I don't know. It's just, it never occurs to me. And I don't think it's ever occurred to her to have me do that. But yeah, my mom actually is in the miniature world a very well-known one of the top internationally miniature artists. So that's pretty cool. So Razor has to go again. Was listening, he has to go. We'll see you soon. I love you, Razor. Wait, I meant to ask you, Razor, did you get my email? I don't know if I emailed the right email, but I will write you a thing later. Don't forget to come back and comment. Wait, Miss Kathy and Jesse. Wait, where's Miss Kathy and Jesse? Are they here? Kathy's here! Yay, Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy, I filmed the first brow video today. You're going to definitely want to see it. It's the first in the series, and I've had a lot of people request brow videos, but you were the first to request it, so the first one is dedicated to you. And I also did a Kat Von D one today, and I'm trying to do my videos on days where it's cooler, and then try to edit them when it's hotter. I'm having problems with my air conditioner. It looks like I'm probably going to have to buy a new one, of course. Right when I was going to buy some new mics and other things is right when that happens. Isn't that always the way? But I did see something Jen said that I wanted to roll back. Oh, Wonder Music. Soon we will have some more colors. We'll tell you some later, some stuff. Fantastic, because you know you already have a ton of colors that I want, but I definitely want some more. Hold on one second. There was something Blindly Honestly put in here that I wanted to read, and this one moth. I can't stand moths. Okay, moths drive me nuts because moths eat things. And I've seen them come into my studio lately. Blindly Honest said a lot of companies have been reaching out asking influencers to lie about their products. Jen Reviews just posted a long video about what one company did. Yeah. Blindly Honestly, is that like the influencers as like the site and the app? Is that I'm not on? Everything that I get that people contact me is from seeing my channel and directly contacting me for products, for PR. Sorry, I just saw another moth, and I'm in the process of revamping my studio yet again. But when I see moths and I have fabric hanging around, it's like it flips me out of bed. I'm like, don't you dare start eating, you know, my backdrops, my whatnot. You know, what the heck are you doing in here? So, oh, John, I'm sorry stream cut out for a second. Yeah, now it's looking clearer to me, so I don't know what on earth. Yeah, Angel, moths eat fabric, and I've got a lot of fabric in here, and I also have a rolling rack with for hanging clothes and certain costumes and stuff like that in the studio, so that makes me very nervous. Moths are going to eat your background. They could. Not so much the sequin one, but my muslin backgrounds, yeah, because they're 100% cotton. Yummy for moths. Oh, Lord. Well, I'm ripping it apart slowly and redoing certain sections and adding more storage. And I'm adding, I got a cart with rolling storage that's also a rolling table. So wherever, if they're just coming in from outside, but I'm seeing baby ones, so I'm going to rip apart. If they're in here anywhere, they're going to die. Because, yeah, Hazel, cedar planks to prevent them. I've got a ton of French lavender hanging, but I think I'm going to get cedar too. Because French lavender usually repels them. It's much stronger than American lavender. But I'm going to have to go for... I'm gonna have to go for the cedar too. Jen says no, like YouTube and Instagram influencers. Okay, so not the official influencer thing. So influencers. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, because influencer is an actual thing where people sign up, and if they I looked at it and it just seemed like way too much to do. You had to fill out. Influencer is an app that you can get where if you, I guess you fill out, somebody explained it to me. If you fill out enough, I guess, questionnaires, they'll send you free stuff. And I went, okay, that's, a lot of people get cool stuff from it, but I just didn't have time to do it. And so I never did it. So anything I get is just from people, going to my about page, getting my thing, and then contacting me. So, yeah, there is some shady lady stuff going on. Not all the companies I deal with by far, but, you know, some of it. So yeah, Miss Kathy Moth liked the lights, definitely. So oh, you have an influencer account. You got some cool stuff. I've heard people say it's really fun, blindly honestly. But anyway, Kathy, other than the brows, that was one thing. But I did it. I know I said I was going to do it the other week, but I am back rolling with my videos. I have one I just put up and 3 that are filmed. So I missed my videos, but I had that whole problem with them being corrupted, and it threw me off for a little bit, but now I'm back. So I've got my lives rolling, my special editions rolling, and my videos rolling, which brings us to the special edition. I just talked about it. Miss Kathy wasn't here yet, though. The YouTube first special edition Christianity special. I announced it to everybody, Miss Kathy. It's going to be going up with its own thumbnail soon, and as she knows, it's officially scheduled for May 30th. Angel and I are going to wear our earrings from Diana's shop to also promote Diana's shop, as Wonder Musique is going to be starting out and leading the discussion in the beginning. And your girl here is facilitating this event, hopefully the first of many, not just on religion, but I would love to see multiple of these. I'd like to see other religions, other discussions. I would love to have a whole bunch of them, of U-Story special edition discussions, because I love a good discussion. So it's going to be a lot of, oh, Hazel's, yeah, cedar flooring in her closet to prevent that. We used to have a cedar closet. The ceiling, walls, and floor were all cedar in one of the houses, and that was really cool. It was for all our winter stuff, so it was a huge closet down in the basement. It was all finished, and you open it up in this massive cedar closet. So I definitely got to get some more stuff. Yeah, S2W themes. It is going to be May 30th. It is a week from this Wednesday. This Wednesday is the Wandering Naps. It is a regular edition, but they're going to be selling their house in Texas to buy a boat, a 60-foot boat, which is at the small end of what's considered a yacht. And then their 3 elementary age boys are going to be living on it, and they're going to be traveling around homeschooling and doing a bunch of other things. But we're going to talk about that on Wednesday when they're on News Stories. But like I said, originally when we were doing the special editions, which there are 3 of, but this is the first, the Christianity special, I was going to have it on a different day, but I don't know. Like I said, that day was open, and I hadn't scheduled somebody for that day yet. And I went, you know what? I think this would be really cool, since it's something so different, for it to be in the middle of the week when more people can catch it. Because Saturdays, it's, I guess, more views, but less people or whatever. I mean, not that I won't do things on Saturdays, but Wednesdays seem to be a pretty good day to get a lot of people. So I'd like to have as many people participate in the discussion as possible, of all different religions. I think it'd be like really cool. So let's see, I was going to suggest a makeup special edition panel, but I don't think I'm quite knowledgeable enough to participate. Sure, we can do that. That's a great idea, and I would love to do that. I didn't have any choice. I was going to have a crap ton of knowledge about makeup regardless. But definitely, Jen, I would love to do that. Let's work that out. And that would be really fun. I would love to have a special edition makeup one. I'm going to still do the tutorials, live tutorials. As long as everybody's saying that it's clear, then that's great. Like I said, I got the magic box, guys, just so you guys could see better. So, Angel, whenever I see moths, I seem to get money. Weird thing. That is, because when I see moths, I lose things. In fact, we had moths. We had a beautiful, in fact, we have several really beautiful wool oriental carpets. that have been in the family for quite some time, and moths got a hold of it. I don't even know how it happened. Somehow they got in the house and they got under the carpet. And this is really weird because, you know, it was in part of the library, which is vacuumed constantly, but I don't know. Somehow they got under there and they ate the carpet from underneath and destroyed it. And that was really sad because it had been in our family for quite some time. So Wonder Music needs to go to sleep. Ooh, 3 hours to sleep left. Go to sleep, darling. Go to sleep. We need you alive. You are leading, starting out the discussion a week from Wednesday. So, like I said, super excited. Anybody who else wants to have special discussions on a topic, on another religion, further on Christianity, anything else, I would love to facilitate that. I really, really love discussions like that. Let's see, Hazel, same thing here, Angel, baby. The other day I was getting out of the car and saw some moths flying around and found a bit odd and left the mall and got out. Good night, Wonder Music from Miss Kathy. Hazel, you spent $60. Well, goodness, do I have some money coming? I've seen at least 3 malls. Now would be a great time. Good night, Wonder Music. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait. Yeah, Miss Kathy, yeah, the 30th. So it is a week from Wednesday. This Wednesday, you don't want to miss. We have the Wandering Naps coming on, and they're selling their house next year and buying a boat. And they're going to live on it with their 3 young boys. So it's going to be a really cool show. That's actually, it's been scheduled for quite some time, but I started promoting it last week. 320s. 320s would be good right now. Like I said, I think I need to buy some new air conditioning. I thought, I always had central air, and when we ended up in this house, I thought it was built in the 1930s. I thought, oh, it's got so much charm. It's so cool. These, you know, big open rooms, and I always love a big kitchen. All of my houses have very large kitchens, and I thought, oh, this is cool, whatnot. Originally, we weren't going to live in it that long, but that's a whole nother story. I did not realize the joys of window air conditioning units. Yeah, so it looks like, of course, because right when I was going to get some new technical gear that I needed for during the summer to be able to stay cool and film, is right when my air conditioner, we had 80 degrees the other day, the air conditioner was going and it was still 80 degrees in the room. So it might have cooled it down some, but it's an old, I mean, it looks still fine, but I realized that it probably has been around a really long time. So sadly enough, right now would be the time to find some money, because it's also a month that I have extra expenses for, you know, like yearly things that you pay a certain month. A bunch of them happen to fall at the same time. And I'm like, my mother says that's always the way. If it's the month you have extra expensive for, you know, certain annual bills, that's exactly when you'll need to purchase new things. And I said, isn't it? Yes, Miss Kathy, a boat with 3 boys. I've seen one of the choices. And yeah, one of the staterooms, it's got 2 staterooms, and you go in and there's 2 berths and then another berth this way. So they're literally boom, boom, boom. Hazel, is it a Victorian style? No, it's a little bit, 30s is a little bit too new for it. My mother used to have a Victorian home that was, gosh, 100 and some odd years old, and it was the coolest house. I love Victorians. Victorian and the 1940s are 2 of my favorite periods. I love the clothing and the style. In fact, I can reach it right there. I always have different Victorian things hanging up and Victorian style things. I'll put that back later. I actually have a Victorian style tattoo that I drew and worked on with the tattoo artist. All my tattoos are places you can't see them unless I'm in a bathing suit. And in fact, then you still can't see some of them. But so Wonder Music, good night. Let's see. Oh, that's fantastic. You tweeted the live stream. Yes, and Blindly Honestly loves the 1940s. Also, she just did the that curl roll. I'm blanking on the name of it, but she actually did it really well. I've got to try it. But my hair, I've got to straighten it first. And it's coming time to do my hair again. And I'm actually going to film a how-to tutorial of how I do this. It seems to be a lot of people film them, and I've watched a bunch that some of them are great. Some of them are frightening. I'm going, you really need a disclaimer on please don't do that to your hair. I saw one girl where she missed the whole back of her hair, and well, she did bleach it, but it's supposed to be the color of a freshly peeled banana to be able to do this kind of silver icy white. And this is a custom mix that I created myself because that whole thing with the hairdresser, and then the second hairdresser said she could do it and she didn't do it right, and he damaged my hair. So that's when I finally gave up and educated myself on how to do this. Yeah, Hazel, I was born in the wrong era too. I think that all the time. In fact, I've had people say that to me, that, you know, I think you come from like a different era. There's something different about you. And Hazel, you're the same way. And same, you know, Blindly Honestly. Yes, exactly. A victory roll, Blindly Honestly. I'm like, I was just talking to Jen about this the other day. But yeah, she did a really nice victory roll, which for me, I've got to straighten out my hair. But I will be doing a tutorial on it. I think, yeah, you should do a tutorial on the victory roll because those aren't easy. But I've seen some really, really frightening things that people do to their hair with bleach. And I really took my time, and I definitely used my knowledge as an artist and a scientist to do this, because you do have to have art knowledge to do this properly with how colors work. And the thing about hair is, unlike paint where you can see the color, hair color, what you see in the bowl is not necessarily what's going to be on the hair. So you've got to be able to translate color in a different way. And you also have to understand the science of it. So I decided, I was like, you know what, instead of spending God knows much, you know, every month or even every other month, if you push it out to 8 weeks, I went, you know, if I look into this, I can teach myself how to do this. And I did. So it's worked great. In fact, the first time was great, and this time, the second time was even better. Mom was like, you have this nailed. So I'm so excited to do more. It took me 2 hours to get my hair to cooperate. Plain honestly, you did it though. You got it, and I saw you do it, so it was really good. When I straighten my hair again, I'm gonna give it a try. But I've been leaving it alone and just doing hair masks and conditioning it and letting it air dry a lot, because I'm gonna be back swimming, and that's a lot of chlorine. I put stuff on it to protect my hair, and actually a certain cream on my face too to protect it from the pool. But oh, you're going, Blindly Honestly, you're going tomorrow to get your roots touched up. Well, I will show you on my video when I do it this month how I do this. And if you're just touching up your roots, it's actually pretty easy. And they have the professional stuff available. I use all Schwarzkopf. The Igora Royale line is my favorite. I looked at a bunch of different lines, and I looked at Redken, but I tend to be a Schwarzkopf girl. And with your hair, since you're not lifting, I mean, all you would need is the color and like a 10 volume developer, and because that's got no lift. Oh yeah, I like the blue color, definitely. Well, wait, so the hairdresser does the blue. Or do you put the blue on top? Because I know you have a blue conditioner that you use that I've seen on Amazon. I want to do some, well, you want to try Arctic Fox. I know a girl who uses Arctic Fox, and she said that Manic Panic is better than Arctic Fox, but definitely try it. You're also meeting up with some friends for coffee, but you have to watch my vlog to find out who it is. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I was going to get some extra things for doing vlogging out and about, but it might have to wait a little bit because I have to have the air conditioning, because if I get overheated, I go to the hospital. And then I'm not going to be vlogging anything. And I'm not talking about just like story time vlogs. I wanted to get a few pieces of equipment to make going out and about in New York and other places, like actual like out and about vlogging, that type, a bit easier, a little handheld rig and some other things, especially because my hands. But we shall see. We'll see. Especially the other thing too, though, is the unit that I was looking at is supposed to be extra quiet, which would be helpful, but I still have to build some soundproofing and other things because you guys can't hear it now. I mean, right now the air conditioning is working. It's fine. It's also cool out though. So, oh wow, your hairstyle dyes it for you and does the blue, but you upkeep it with, yeah, with the overtone. I've heard a lot of good things about the overtone. Last time I went, oh, it was August. Yeah, that's a while. Oh, what's Hazel got? Angel, guess what? I want to hear. Oh my goodness, it's already 9:17. We've been on 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's always so fun. The beginning of this, you guys got to go back and watch. We were being a bit naughty, but we did not cross the line. I call it Bugs Bunny naughty. His Bugs always did those adult jokes, but they were still within range. Looking for things to send you as tokens of gratitude. Tell him to donate to your PayPal. There you go. I think that would be a good thing. If you would like to, he can donate. If you guys, I know Angel has PayPal. Hazel, if you have PayPal, I'll sound it out there. James, if you would like to send tokens of gratitude, send it to their PayPal. Then the girls can get whatever they need. Blindly, honestly, it's great, and it keeps it healthy, very nourishing for hair because it's all natural. Oh, that's cool. So you're just getting your roots brightened. I told him not necessary. I insisted it was his friendship to me was enough. Oh, he gets enough donated to him. Pass it on to you. I'm all for it. You do all kinds of stuff, Hazel. So I still have to be a good girl, and Angel gave me a talking to about opening up my PayPal. And like I said, I was going to do it last night, but then when I started dozing off and I was typing a comment to somebody, and you know when you're typing and it's like VVVWGFG, and I'm like, oh, I think I just fell asleep. Okay, not the time to open a PayPal account or do anything else. Time to close the computer and go to bed. So, yeah, just do the blue roots touched up because the roots are coming in dark. If you need it lightened, yeah, I'm going to be showing how to do that in the video, how to do it properly, and how we weigh things. We don't just eyeball. I love it. It just terrifies me when people, oh, I don't know, kind of this consistency, like throw that in. I'm going, I mean, I get playful with the colors, and I weigh everything though. And I record everything because I like to have a history of exactly what I've done. And when I got to do it this time, it was even whiter and silvery, icier, and because I knew better how those dyes react. And I can't wait to do some other colors. I mean, I still want to keep this, but I do want to do some other ones because now I know how it works. Let's see, you know, when you take it back, I would like a Michael's gift card. Exactly, Hazel. See? Gifts, yeah, a Michael's gift card is always good. AC Moore, things to the craft store are always good. Well, see there, I get brushes, and I use it. I actually use, I'm going to do a video on it. I use a fair amount of paintbrushes for makeup, and not just special effects makeup. Like, here's a big thing of, these are some of my special effects brushes for painting, but that's just some. I have various things of them all around my studio. Like I said, it's partially in disrepair because I've been ripping things apart and sorting through things, but I also use such as, where's one of them? Right here. And it's really funny because, see this brush? It's an 8-inch angled liner brush. I've had it forever. Now check this out. I ordered this brush off of Amazon because I didn't want to pay the shipping from Sigma, and I have Amazon Prime, right? This is the Sigma E06 wing liner brush, and look at it, it's the exact same brush. And I went, well, son of a gun, look at them side by side. I went, I have that. In fact, I have a couple, and I didn't realize it was going to be exactly the same. So I'm going to do a video on brushes that are actually paint brushes that I use in makeup all the time. And often you can find them for less expensive and just as good quality as makeup brushes. So that's a really fun series. And that's also the other reason I wanted to get a little like one-handed rig and a mic, a like smaller shotgun mic, and something else, because I also need it to use with my air conditioner. Oh, Hazel, did you see Razor's new video? It's nice. I have not seen it yet. I'm going to have to look at it. My family saw me and asked what's wrong. You see, that made you sad. The time goes by so fast. So many brushes. Yeah, exactly the same. Hey, Liz Fashion Talents. Great for subbing in. I'm so happy to see you. We're actually past the point of when I normally stay on, but we've been chatting, and I was just showing I'm going to be doing more out and about vlogs, and I'm also going to be taking you guys on a trip to the art store and the craft store and showing you guys paint brushes that you can use as makeup brushes. In fact, I was just showing how this brush right here, my 1/8-inch angled liner brush, is the same exact brush as the Sigma E06 angled liner brush, which I both have. I have both of them. Literally, they're the same brush. So I'll be taking you guys through, and I'm actually going to do a small series on how to buy brushes, about the ferrule, the different parts of the brush, all those kind of things. I know them, so I figure I might as well share them, because there's a lot of time in makeup I hear people judge it by, is it soft? And sure, that's a great quality, but there's a lot of different parts to a brush that you want to look at, unless you're just buying a bag of like these. I always get these. It's like a bag. Whirling and Nickel makes them. A bunch of them make it. For like $5, you can get these. These are great to have just like junk brushes for special effects. Also, my other thing, never throw away a brush. Even if you think it is an old janky brush, like such as this thing. It's been around since I don't even know when. But it is fantastic to do other things with, or things that you might get dirty. Never throw away a brush unless it is truly dead, dead, dead. Finally, honestly, I've been considering adding to my PayPal to my channel. I think I might wait until I hit 700. I'm too small to be asking for donations. Why not? If you're giving content in your time, I think you can. You know. I'm going to add it. I added Patreon. And then, like I said, Angel told me, she said, get your butt on PayPal. I said, yes, ma'am. So that I definitely am doing. I'm probably doing it tomorrow. Exactly. You know, you're giving of yourself and your time to teach and show people things, and you're doing reviews. And honestly, subscribers is only one metric, you know. It doesn't, you know, watch time, watch duration, all that other stuff is really important too. The only thing that I've noticed that is completely wrong, Angela, I love Lady Borgia. I love you too. Oh, Miss Kathy, my phone died. Sorry, I missed a bit of the stream. You're back. That's okay. That's cool. Yeah, but honestly, you should do it. Like I said, Angel told me to sign up for PayPal, and I'm definitely, she got my button gear to do it. I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. I signed up for Patreon. There's a whole bunch of stuff to read and whatnot. Like, I filled out the bio, but there's all this other stuff that they want you to read. I just haven't had time to do it yet. There's only one of me and so many time in the day that I can do this. So, you know, that's why, like today, I filmed 2 videos and another the other day just because of the heat and availability. Exactly, because, you know, we put a lot of time and effort into this, and it would be great. It would actually help a lot with being able to do more videos, because I'm doing my health and wellness and lifestyle series, and there's a lot of information I have to share, and I'm happy to share it for free. But if people can, it would be great to have the donations to be able to keep going and doing it. So definitely, you know, always feel free to put it up there, because you are doing something for someone, and it's really cool, you know. So, oh, I need a drink. But yeah, I'm going to be doing, like I said, like it would be if somebody donated, I could get the little rig and the shotgun mic that I need to help me record during the summer. And this other thing that I need to help so I can have the air conditioning on so I don't end up in the hospital. And so I can film out and about and do more like field trips and stuff to show people how to buy brushes, how to do this. And somebody asked me once, actually, more than one person said to me, give me something to film about. And I said, well, listen, I said, find something that you're knowledgeable about that you enjoy. And I said, that way you'll always have an endless stream of things to film about. I said, you know, I mean, right now I have, I filmed one today. I filmed the first impressions on the Kat Von D palette, but I have 6 other palettes to either do reviews or first impressions on, a bunch of other things, some PR products, and some other things for the health and wellness series. And it would be really helpful to be able to get some extra things I need for filming, you know, since I especially need to get an air conditioner. So, you know, put it up, because I'm sure just the same for all of you, it would help to get, you know, be able to get things for your productions, you know, to be able to make more of these things, you know, to help people. You know, both of my live streams are, you know, community support systems. I always tell people any live stream I do is also both a creator and viewer / watcher event, meaning everybody is always welcome to come and meet each other and whatnot. And I wanted to include the viewers / watchers, because for so long that's what I was. I had a channel just so I could share private videos and so I could comment. But I certainly was not making videos in 2013. I didn't see the inside of an editing program until mid-December, when I made an Instagram video. And I made my first YouTube video in December, and then, like most of you know, I restarted due to a death in the family, and it started this February 7th. So yeah, definitely having more equipment and stuff makes more things possible. So don't feel bad about putting that up. It's wonderful if anybody can help out with things. A T-portation bus. That would be good. Yeah, exactly. It's a great reason to have a PayPal so you can invest in your channel. Exactly like Angel said. He got mad and asked him how come he had no supporters on YouTube. I have no idea why. Is he ever going to actually make videos again? I don't know. But let's see, I'm scrolling back. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, it can seem like a weird thing. I agree blindly, honestly, but I got over it, especially when Angel talked to me about it and said do it with the PayPal, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I should put both up. it's true. I mean, you're putting out your work. And if somebody wants to, if had I known more about this, and I didn't even realize like that you could donate to people. I didn't really watch a ton before, but if I knew about it as a watcher and or a viewer or however you want to put it, I might change that to viewer, because all my live events and special events and everything are creator and viewer, like community events. And that's how I give to the community and have new people. And it's really cool because I always there's always new people in every stream and people end up meeting each other. So also, guys, don't forget to come back and comment afterwards, because like I said, there's new viewers and there's other creators that meet through this all the time. So definitely put your stuff down so you can meet more people, because I thought, it's really fun. What happened? Hold on a second. I missed something here that went by. Yeah, definitely do it. I still have deportation buses. Oh my goodness. Why is this doing this to me? Okay, so someone asked for an intro for their channel, says Blind Leon. She sent her 4 different intros. They worked on really hard, and then she decided to download the program and make her own. That would have been some good money. Yes, it would have. Let's see, Hazel, because anyway, the angel says that's so rude, Blindly. Yeah, very rude. She worked very hard, and it's not easy. You put a lot of work into them. Yeah, that is a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you definitely could charge for doing that. I have not made an intro yet. I don't actually know how to yet. I'm going to teach myself, like I've taught myself everything else. Right now I'll be teaching myself how to run OBS. I'm partway there. I've got the proper software loaded. I just haven't had the time to do the other thing. But I'll teach myself how to do an intro. And then I actually, when I first got into YouTube, I found out you could do like a channel ad, like an advertisement. And I immediately had a really cool idea for one. So I am going to do a channel ad in the future. It's going to take a fair amount of production, but I am going to do it. And my brother said he would be involved in it as one of the actors and stuff like that. But I got to get some other equipment to do it. Technically, I could do it with the equipment I have, but it would be a little bit more difficult. And I would like to make it really nice because of what I thought of it. And so I'll probably do a smaller intro and then do like a full channel ad that covers, since I've got everything pretty much up and rolling now, with the art and the makeup. Well, no, the special effects stuff I've still got to get going again. But anyway, oh, Blindly, I should have known better. She asked what program we're using. Oh, yeah, I agree, Hazel. The fact that she made you work so hard for nothing. I might ask you what program you're using, but I'm not going to ask you to do it for me. That and my channel art. I actually have channel art. We've been having trouble uploading it. And my mom does graphics professionally, and she even had some trouble. So we're going to figure it out. But like I said, right now I'm just happy I've got my videos back up. The next thing I want to do is the special effects stuff. Even if it's just another character, it's just those take hours at a time. And I've just about got Patsy's thing figured out so I can be Patsy and interview Patsy at the same time. I'm just waiting on something because I have all the makeup and stuff I need to do her. I just need one thing. Blindly says that's okay. She can't use any of the ones I sent her because I spelled her username wrong on purpose. Oh, Jesus. Well, there you go. I will be asking you what you use, though, so I can make one my own. But, yeah, and I definitely want to get the special effects tutorials up, but that's also one of the reasons my studio and the same air conditioner cools my studio and my bedroom. It goes into, it's covers a certain area of the house. And, well, actually, part of it comes from the living room one. It's kind of weird, but anyway. But not enough comes from the living room to cool down my studio enough for me to work in it. So I have a bunch of whatnot going so I can get everything. Oh, that is so weird. And so I was just thinking, I was just thinking this. Oh my gosh, Enzo left. I didn't get to talk to him yet. And you just popped up. Okay, back, glad this is still going on. Yay. That is so funny. Never give your secrets out. I have one. I should use it on my videos. Oh, what? A watermark? I use, I put a little watermark on my videos, but I want to make an official one with the lettering just right. So all the lettering across everything is the same. But like I said, there's one me. So I'm getting things roll. I'm just happy to have my videos rolling again. And fingers crossed, no corruptions, no nothing. I'm super excited. I'm hoping that I can get everything in the same month. Otherwise, I'm going to have to wait a month to get some of my vlogging stuff and my other mic that I need for vlogging and for filming with an air conditioner on. Because a small shotgun mic will work better because if you have the air conditioner behind, and that's what I'm doing with this mic, I've got the air conditioning running behind the mic, and I've got this background actually has the system that I built into the ceiling of my thing. Do I live alone? No. I do not live alone. I have a family. But if you have an air conditioner or a fan, if you put it behind your mic, if you have a directional mic or a shotgun mic, which is what I need to get for the summer, and then if you hang your backdrop, this backdrop actually has multiple backdrops behind it. I built a system that I created into my ceiling so I can switch out backdrops easily. I can just slide them back and forth. I mean, I can only have a certain up at a time, but it allows me to have more than one at a time. But if you use, I've got a muslin backdrop, which is 100% cotton. If you have a directional mic going that way, you have the noise making thing behind it, and you have something that absorbs sounds, like a curtain, and you double them up, it actually makes it able so you can have a fan or an air conditioner running. So, that's right. Angel lives in my basement. You didn't know that? That's right. Anyway, so get a dead cat for your mic. Yeah, the mic that I want to get comes with a dead cat. So, because the mic that I have, other than this one, is a lav mic, and this is a smaller shotgun mic that I can also use for vlogging, and it comes with a dead cat. It's a Rode. So, I mean, it's not crazy expensive. It's not one of the big ones, but it's a good mic, and that's right. S2W Themes is the wizard behind the curtains. You should see the system I built into the ceiling. But I didn't feel like using a backdrop frame, and I wanted to be able to hang multiple backdrops at a time so I could switch it. Because I'll switch between, I tend to use the flat black muslin one for my special effects, especially since certain things it blends into with the black. So I devised a system, and originally I was going to put a video up, and my mom's like, wait, don't yet. That's a really good system. So we'll see. I might put it up, but we also might develop and sell the system of what I created. So we'll see. I was thinking you had a son. No, I do not have a son, and no, I am not currently married. Yeah, Rode is awesome. That's the one. It's a what is the exact name? I'll tell you in an email because we had to talk by email about a special event. I was just waiting for you to get back, and I need to talk to you about scheduling you for Vlogstories because Enzo has been up and in line to go in. I was waiting for him to get back. And I have a couple things. Yeah, he pulls the strings. You have two of them, Rode Pro and Rode Micro. Yeah, I want to get, hold on, let me pull it up and I'll tell you the one I want to get. Because it'll work for in my studio and for vlogging. And the little hand rig I want, because I don't want a two-hander. I want just a little one that's not, you know, it's nothing fancy. Oh, hold on. It's making me type in my thingy. It doesn't like my eyeballs anymore. Okay, hold on. This is the one I want. I might have to wait until next month, though. I don't like waiting, but if I need the air conditioner, I need the air conditioner. Bummer. Yeah, you can see what's in my cart. You can tell Prosaid, which if you guys don't know, that's a special effects adhesive. Oh my God, I will be on your live and I can't wait to watch it. Yeah, you're gonna. Let's see. It is, there's, no, stop that. Yeah, those are the wireless ones I want. Yeah, I don't want that right now. Oh, here it is. This is the one. It is the Rode Video Micro Video Mic Go one. It's they had a different one that fits onto the fits on a cell phone, but I didn't want one that was just for a cell phone. And it comes with the thing, yeah, the Rode Video Mic Me is just for smartphones, and I didn't want that. So I got I want to get the Rode. You had the Video Micro, and I was going to get the Rode, I think it's the Mic Go. It's small, and it's very similar to the Rode Micro. Yeah, you can use it with, because I wanted one that you can use with a little rig with a smartphone and with a DSLR. Because I was like, well, that's kind of pointless to just get the one that's for a smartphone. Yeah, and it comes with the dead cat and the little mount and stuff like that. So, hey, Liz Fashion Talents is still here. All this live stream is cool. Night, night. Yeah, Liz, come a little bit earlier next time. We had some really funny stuff going on right now. By the time we get to this point, it's a lot of just back and forth chat. Yes, that is the one I want to get. The Rode Video Mic Go. And yeah, I don't know why it says they would need you to get an extra patch cable. It comes with a patch cable. And I believe it comes with the mount. I don't know. Regardless, it's one of the two, and they're supposed to be, it's not one of the bigger ones. So that is what I was wanting to get. So I can use it both ways with the little rig that I found. But fantastic, Liz Talents. Would love to have you back. If you're ever interested in being a guest on Vlogstories, email me. I have all different kinds of people. I usually schedule well in advance. I have a list of people going, but if you email me, I go by who's emailing me and whatnot. Hazel's going to be on, whatnot. You need the TRS cable so it can work with our cell phones. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Because the cable, yeah, they said there's like an extra cable for $15. I believe. So let me write that down. I can all, but yeah, I wanted to definitely get one that was to work with the cell phone and the DSLR because it's kind of like they're similar size. And I was like, well, that's just kind of a waste of money. You know, I mean, if you fine if you want to buy both, but I figure, you know, less doubling up on equipment, the better, because then it means I can buy something else. I mean, I think even if I had all the money in the world, I'd still be that way. So, Cross your fingers, guys. Hopefully I can get it this one. If not, the air conditioner is important. So we will see. Yeah, the one that's $15. Exactly. Yeah, I want to get that. I want to get the Rode Video Go thing. I'll show the which one. The $15 thing, and then it's just like a little here, I'll pull it up. In fact, I was reading reviews like crazy, and I just wanted a one-handed one. I didn't want like a full rig or one of those like fancy like Oslo things or anything like that. I don't need all that. I mean, eventually that would be fantastic. And eventually I'd also like some wireless lav mics. Don't need it yet. I'd rather wait and get some really good ones than half-ass ones. Yeah, it's the Movo PR1 smartphone grip hand rig with wrist strap. I read a bunch of reviews, and a bunch of people that had arthritis and stuff said it was great. And I just wanted a little compact rig that had the cold shoe thing at the top so I could run a mic, because I didn't want to run the mic from the Note 8. And then the Note 9 is coming out, and these are so great for vlogging that, you know, it's easy to put all the stuff in your bag. Ammo! Hey, honey. Great to see you. Let's see. The Rode. Thank you so much, Angel. Yes, please hit the likes. Please come back after. Angel is currently engaged. The Rode comes with the cable that works with the DSLR. You just need to buy the other. Okay, for the phone. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I definitely want to buy that, because I just thought it was redundant buying two mics that are so similar, because the other one fits right into this to the port, and then sticks out like a shotgun mic, but then you can't use it with the DSLR. And they're both, it's right about the same price. In fact, I think they were like $1 different. So, and I can use the other one and just hook it up to a shoe if I want to use to film. Geeks! Hey, guys! Awesome! Glad to see you. You have your own baby. Congratulations, Angel. Yay, it's Geeks. Nah, that's a waste getting two mics. See, that's what I thought. Okay, good. Thank you, Enzo. That's why I went, that's why I want to go for the, I want to make sure I'm saying the right one. I did a lot of reading, but the Rode, no, don't delete it. What am I doing? Oh, that's sucked. I accidentally deleted it from my cart. Hold on, let me go back. Okay, there it is. Whoops. Yeah, the video might go. So, yeah. Let me put it back in my cart. There we go. Awesome. Hey, Sha, what is up? I can't believe that we are still going. We're heading almost into 3 hours. Sometimes Lady Borgia Live, this happens, and it's really cool. Sha, you should have been here for the beginning. This was the almost adult version. It got really funny. It's what I call, I say to these guys, is the Bugs Bunny version. You know how Bugs Bunny has adult jokes that are kind of hidden in the family-friendly thing? Yeah, that's what was going on at the beginning of this. So, and Neil from Halos and Heathens, I have been in some of his adult streams and showed my more adult humor side, which that's one of the things I wanted to bring up. This is so funny. I've noticed a lot of bigger YouTubers doing these videos lately about how I'm my real self now and how I'm going to start being me. And I'm like, okay, who were you before? And they talked about, oh, Google wants me. Google's talking to me. No, I don't want to search anything. Thank you. I'm not buying. Watch, I go end up buying something right now. We'll see. I might get it this month. I may not have to get the air conditioner. We'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah, I had a very funny time in Neil and Annalise's stream on Saturday. And like I said, I will eventually have an adult version, but we're still keeping it. We pushed the boundaries a little bit, but we kept it within the boundaries. Like I said, Bugs Bunny boundaries. I think I'm losing an eyelash. No, nope, they're just really long and hitting me in the eye. Yeah, that was the thing. I've seen it, and I've seen some smaller YouTubers doing this too, how they're suddenly going to become themselves. And I was like, okay, I don't know, maybe you haven't been yourself, whatnot. Well, this is the thing. Then they start talking about how they feel like they're a different person in different situations. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, well, professionally, I'm like this. But when I do this, I'm like that. And I do this, I'm like that. And, when I deal with my mom, I'm like this. And I just want to be the same person all the time. And I said, yeah, kind of like Shrek. And I'm going, wait, that's called being a grown up. You don't get to act however at all times. Of course, there's going to be times where you have adult humor. There's going to be other times where, you're in a professional situation. I mean, obviously, when I'm doing business, especially being very firm in business, which I'm quite capable of, yeah, I'm me. If Pete's don't like it, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, what I'm talking on here, definitely. But I guess they were talking about the fact, and I've seen multiple people talk about this, the fact that they have to be, I guess, different in different situations. And I'm like, but that's called being a grown-up. When you're in a professional situation, you're doing business, obviously you're going to behave in a certain manner. It's not the time to be goofing off and F-bombing. It's just not. And if you have, you're doing a family-friendly show, there's certain things I'm not going to say that I would say it Neil and Annalise's show, or when I do an adult show, So I just thought it was a really weird thing that it wasn't so much that they were talking about being more themselves, because that I don't know how to be anybody else but myself. But they were talking about getting to be the same person across all situations. And I went, good luck with that. Let me hear how successful you are. There's just inappropriate behavior for certain situations. Obviously, you're going to act differently when you're in a business meeting and you're negotiating something for a business. I can be a real hard ass in business and, whatnot when necessary, not in a rude way, but I am very firm. And, I'm not laughing and cutting up jokes and, being silly. Well, pardon me, but shit. I mean, I don't know. It was just like a weird concept to me. What was it? Geeks, that's true. We try so hard to make it age appropriate, but I cuss on me around my kids so they know not to cuss and not to do things I can't help but me being all the time. Well, I mean, that's that, but I'm also sure that if you're in a professional situation and you're doing something, you know how to behave. Or if you go into church, because they were talking about this stuff, they're like, well, when I'm in church, I'm like this. When I have to do business, I'm like this. And yeah, that's part of life, exactly, blindly, honestly. I try not to cuss in my videos, but I'm still me. Yes. But I think everybody has different facets to themselves that are still them, that maybe they're not presenting at all times, and it's still them. I just thought it was such a weird concept. Yes, thank you so much, Hazel. Remember to come back and leave a comment, like, and support, please. These are all community events for creators, viewers, watchers, whatever. You don't have to have any videos. Come and hang out and get to know people. I am going to start wrapping it up because your lady has to go to bed soon. But I just thought that was something I wanted to bring up because I just thought that was a normal part of life. Yes, I'm always myself. I don't know how to be anybody else. I'm not particularly worried or self-conscious because I have my own set of values that I follow. And as long as I'm following my values and can look at myself at the end of the day in the mirror, then I'm happy. Yeah, I don't think I cuss in my videos just behind the scenes. Oh yeah, I can cuss a blue streak. It just depends when it's appropriate to do so, Obvious, and like I said, like business, if I'm dealing with somebody professionally, I'm at a trade show, I'm negotiating a contract, doing my mini, I mean, I used to do things scientifically that were extremely confidential. You know, there's just certain ways you don't act in those situations. I never thought that as not being you, though. I just thought that was such a strange thing to think of. But I guess it's yeah, exactly, Shauna. Yeah, you have to do stuff to be appropriate everywhere. I try to do things at work, especially with Geek, but we are professional on the job. We have to be more laid back on our shows. Exactly. See, to me, that's a normal part of life. You're still yourself, but there are different facets to every person. And I guess it was just, it was such a weird concept to me that somebody thought, well, I want to be 100 and the same person all the time in all areas. And I went, okay. You know, that exactly, laid back and hanging out is different than professional. It just is. You know, and there's certain professional situations that, you know, yes, we've been cussing and cutting up and laughing and at a business dinner or whatnot, and it depends on the person you're dealing with. It depends on the situation. I just thought it was such a strange concept, but it was something that was quite a bit younger, and I've noticed this in some of the very young YouTubers, you know, that it seems to be a thing where they think that this is a possible thing to do. I'm going, go for it, honey. You do that all the time. I don't know how well that will get you professionally, but I just thought it was so funny. So yeah, I always check my spam folder. You know what? I haven't checked my spam folder in a while. I have to do that. I also had to catch up on my video watching. I started to catch up the other day, and I like to do it. Sometimes I can sit there and edit with one thing and watch with the other eye. So sometimes I do that, and then I try to watch when I'm having coffee in the morning, because that's a good time to get to watch people too. So, but on that note, on everybody being themselves, may you all get to be yourselves all the time, but be smart enough to know when things are appropriate. That's what I wanted to tell those people. So we've had a lot of announcements, a lot of fun. Shona, I wish you were here in the first hour. That was some hysterical stuff. We're going to be doing more of that, maybe blurring the lines a little bit, but it's still family friendly and not over the line. I'll play this back when it's done. Gotta run. Love you, geeks. Love you, Angel. Love you, Hazel. Love you all. Ammo, love you so much. S2W Themes, Enzo, I will be talking to you. I love you all. I love all my people on YouTube. So I hope you have a wonderful night. Blessings to you all. Much love. And I cannot wait to see you on Wednesday for You Stories, next week for Lady Borgia Live. And hey, oh, Patsy, you just got here. I was just ending. All right, Patsy, hopefully you can come on Wednesday. The Wandering Naps are going to be on, and they're selling their house to live on a boat with their 3 sons that are all elementary age. And Patsy, I love you so much. I'm sorry, I'm just ending as you're getting here. But watch the beginning, Patsy. There's some interesting humor. We pushed it a bit, but it is still within the route. We stayed within the boundaries. But yes, wonderful. And Patsy, I am coming very close to having certain things I need worked out for the transformation to Patsy. That's true. I don't cast out demons when I am at work. Yeah, Angel, it just, that's not being not you. That's just common sense. I don't know. Maybe it's something that, like, this was a lot of people that are much, much, much younger. I don't know. Maybe they haven't learned the difference yet. I don't know. It was just something that caught me off guard that I went, like, well, I can only 70% be myself at church. Well, no shit, honey. I mean, that's just life. All right, my loves. I would love to talk to you more. I look forward to this every time. It is so much fun. But yeah, I have got to eat and get my butt in bed so I can do some editing tomorrow and get you all some new videos and get to watch some more videos. I am so excited. So fantastic. Have a wonderful night, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I know I've said it 400 times, but I really do. So I always look forward to my live streams with you guys. Good night. Sweet dreams, everybody. Love the Lady Borgia.